CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Capacity crowd, Qualcomm Stadium, San Diego. A game with playoff implications with the Raiders and Chargers tied for first place in the rugged AFC West. Our kickoff is next.
Subway presents Fresh Starts, a salute to this season's surprises. Subway, eat fresh. The Indianapolis Colts have the NFL at attention. Peyton Manning is the first quarterback in NFL history with 3,000 yards in each of his first 5 years. And receiver Marvin Harrison is on pace to break the single-season reception record. With rookie defensive end Dwight Freeney leading the AFC's top-ranked defense, the Colts are flirting with home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
Whoa, hold on. Did you know his favorite color is green? Did you know he has a pet ferret named Ricardo? You know every time he sees the sunset he cries? So how do you know he likes his food made this way? Come on. Subway makes every sandwich just the way you want it. Hey, Kisa.
Hi. Everyone's unique. That's why Subway makes every sandwich fresh, just the way you want. With your choice of delicious meats, toppings, sauces, all on fresh baked breads.
How do you know I have a ferret?
I have my ways.
Subway, eat fresh!
CBS with 67 degrees, light breeze out of the northwest with Randy Cross and Beasley Reese. Kevin Harlan. We welcome those of you watching Buffalo and New England with the Patriots in a 10-point win and a shocking Houston win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here it's 8-4 San Diego. Randy Cross against 8-4 Oakland.
Hey, and folks, for those of you on the East Coast, I grew up in Southern California. This is football weather.
James Tuthill will kick off. And they've got Marcus Knight be back. The Chargers and Raiders, and with the line drive boot that will take him into the end zone, Marcus Knight will take it out. He's got John Ritchie ahead, blocking Lyle. He gets by Tuthill. And there goes Marcus Knight. Knocked out of bounds on the play by Rogers Beckett. A sensational return by Marcus Knight, who had a big play last week against the Jets, causing a fumble, a 65-yard return.
Well set up by the wedge up front. Just follow John Ritchie. You're going to get a one-on-one matchup with a lead blocker in front of you. That good? This is exactly how the Raiders want to start. They want this San Diego defense on their heels from the get-go, because Rich Gannon, with them on the heels, will go for the throat.
That is the longest return allowed by San Diego this year. First down and 10 with the Raiders at the Charger 36. And Gannon right to work, and going outside, he's got Joey Porter, who is grabbed by Quentin Jammer. And the gain will be to about the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Now they mark him at the 33. There's Rich Gannon have a sensational season. Number 1 offense in the NFL, number 1 passing offense. That line might be the best in the league. And Tim Brown as one of the wide receivers, over 1,000 career receptions. He has been terrific. It's second down and 7 at the 33. There's the aforementioned Brown on the fly. The fake and the throw. And a gain of 5, and Tim Brown with the grab to about the 28-yard line and about 2 yards shy of the first down. Donnie Edwards makes the stop. The defense of San Diego is surprisingly low, 27th in the NFL. Pro Bowler Marcellus Wiley is on that line. Junior Seau, 11 consecutive Pro Bowls. And in the secondary, Rodney Harrison is the hard-hitting safety. He's the one who knocked Rice, remember, the first meeting between these two, and got fined a ton of dough. Third down and 2 at the 28 after a 65-yard kickoff return to open the game. Rich Gannon with the block from Garner and goes outside the tight end Doug Jolly, a first down, and he runs to the 15-yard line of the Chargers. It's a 13-yard pickup on third down and 2.
And when you face this Raider defense and your offense, you've got to be so patient because Rich Gannon got a little formation working with Jerry Rice and Tim Brown on that right side. He drug them across the formation, brought Jolly in behind him, and you've got to be so careful with Rich Gannon because he'll make you take chances. And when he starts 3 for 3 like he has right now, you can't stop him.
And he's hit 3 different receivers to start the game from the 15, 1st and 10. Gannon's got Garner in the backfield, and Charlie gets the call. Middleton block, a Ritchie block, and he's down with Donnie Edwards right around his ankles. A gain of 3 on the play. And they'll spot him at about the 12-yard line.
If I had to say, what are 2 keys for the Raiders football team if they want to be the team that comes out of the West as a home field advantage, and Bill Callahan, their head coach, can say this is the key to the rest of my year, it'd be 1, the running game with Charlie Garner, and number 2, penalties and mistakes. Eventually, they're going to come back and bite them. They've got to eliminate the penalties and mistakes.
Raiders have had double-digit penalties 3 consecutive weeks. They split the backfield at the 12 of the Chargers at 2nd down and 7. Gannon outside, Charlie Garner, as Randy talked about. Lyle knocks him out shy of the 1st down, and he's at about the 6-yard line. Flag down on the play. So take a look at Keith Lyle, who played a Super Bowl with the St. Louis Rams, and this penalty is on the defense of San Diego. Marty Schottenheimer in his 1st year as the head coach of the Chargers. Last year, he was with the Washington Redskins. We welcome those of you watching Carolina and Cincinnati. 52 points by the Panthers. Something else.
Defense, number 23, 5 yards, 1st down.
Dick Antak just made the call on the defense of the San Diego Chargers. The opening kickoff moments ago returned 65 yards by Marcus Knight of the Raiders. And this drive began at the San Diego 36. They've worked their way to the 7. We're now at his 1st and goal. They got Charlie Garner in the backfield with John Ritchie. Gannon's got Tim Brown on the fly, Charlie Garner, and submarines his way inside the 5. Alex Molden and Rodney Harrison make the stop, and they put him down at the 4.
And part of the key for this Raider team, too, I talk about getting Garner going. I think this offensive line is as good as there is in the league for a couple of reasons. One, they protect so well for Gannon. But this is the number 1 rushing team 2 years ago because of that offensive line. They get that thing going. I think this is what makes this Oakland Raider team complete. But from San Diego's standpoint, inside without Jamal Williams, who they lost last week, they're not as strong inside against the run.
Garner remains in the game. 2nd down, goal at the 4, and easily into the end zone. Charlie Garner for his 6th rushing touchdown of the year.
Very easy, right behind the right guard, Mo Collins. Get in, move it, lead block by Ritchie. I'm more physical than you, I'm bigger than you, and you can't stop me. Pretty simple football.
That's only the 2nd rushing touchdown by Garner in the last 4+ games, as Janikowski's extra point makes it 7-0 Raiders. And all this was set up by the 65-yard kickoff return, and then Charlie Garner takes it in, and the Raiders make an early statement.
Right now, fly Southwest Airlines for just $39 to $99 each way when you purchase by December 12th. So get packing.
You are now free to move about the country.
It's coming on Christmas, they're cutting down the trees, putting up rain, dancing songs of joy and peace. So wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long.
Fight the good
Good fight, fellas. Come home soon.
I just want to say thank you from this proud American.
Wish I had a river.
You don't even know me, and you're risking your life for me. Thank you.
Thursday, the body down there will lead CSI up here.
That looks like a rush.
It's murder in midair.
He died in the sky.
All new CSI. Then a father and child disappear.
Nothing this guy's wife told us checks out.
And a baffling mystery unfolds.
Before 1990, Greg Pritchard didn't exist.
All new CSI and Without a Trace, Thursday.
Raiders on a 4-yard touchdown run by Charlie Garner, set up by a long kickoff return. And for the San Diego Chargers, that is the 5th opening drive touchdown allowed by them this year, the most in the NFL. Ronnie Jenkins, who led the league last year in kickoff returns with the Janikowski touchback, his league-leading 18th of the year, will force the Chargers to start at their own 20 when we return to San Diego.
The legendary bloodline is about to boil. Cadillac. Breakthrough.
Every Saturday, I get together and play football with the guys. But this Saturday, I had to take a time out.
Hey, Steve, you okay?
It's my throat. It's all dry.
Hey, mine too. I think I got just what you guys need. Come on.
It was a good thing Brad was there. He explained that we were thirsty, and he gave us ice-cold Bud Lights. He told us that by drinking the Bud Light, parched feeling would go away. You know what? He was right.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 37. Bud Light, for the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light. And by Cadillac, bold vehicles defying convention.
And that was about 9 o'clock this morning.
Are you kidding me? I know when we tried to drive in here about 10 o'clock, it was a bit of a nightmare.
Man, oh man. With Randy Cross and Beasley Reese, Kevin Harlan here in San Diego, Qualcomm Stadium. Charlie Garner's touchdown run has given the Raiders a 7-0 lead. Here's Drew Brees at his own 20 after the touchback, 1st and 10. And LaDainian Tomlinson is wrapped up, brought down by Eric Barton with no gain on the play, and a statement play right there defensively for the Raiders against the number 2 rusher in the NFL, Tomlinson. Drew Brees, 12 touchdown passes and 12 interceptions. Has not thrown a touchdown for the last couple weeks. The number 19 offense, Sammy White, or Williams rather, replacing Vaughn Parker at that right tackle. Tomlinson, as we said, one of the top rushers in the NFL. And now it's 2nd down and 10 from the 20. They got Dwight in motion. Tomlinson again, a McCrary block. Here comes Rod Woodson, forcing Tomlinson out of bounds with only a 2-yard gain, setting up 3rd down and 8. And now the defense of the Raiders is number 12, but number 4 against the run, and the pass rush coming from Trace Armstrong. Bill Romanowski in 12 games has become the defensive leader for the Raiders, who now have a change in the secondary. Charles Woodson is out with a bad ankle, and Terrence Shaw, number 22, is in his place. Shaw used to play for San Diego. Now it's 3rd down and 8 from the 22.
You talked about message plays, Kevin. This is a message play for the Raiders. Blitz, Drew Brees.
Let's see what they do, and here they come with Upshaw on one side, Armstrong on the other. He's got to get by the 30, and it's cracked. by Eric Barton as he goes past the 30. What was interesting about that, if he goes feet first, he's shy of the first down. He goes head first, he does get the first down.
Drew Brees has become really what Michael Vick is to Atlanta, what Drew Bledsoe is to the Buffalo Bills. He is this football team. Everyone wants to talk about LaDainian Tomlinson, and rightfully so, a great young running back. But the stability this young quarterback out of Purdue has brought has just been diamonds for this organization and this football team.
It is a first down for the Chargers at their 30. The fake to Tomlinson. And here comes the rush, and a pass outside goes incomplete. DeLawrence Grant was coming in from the side, and that pressured him a little bit. It'll be second down and 10. Follow the playoff race through the end of the season with our exclusive projected brackets on all the playoff scenarios. Click onto the playoff race at CBSSportsline.com or on AOL. Enter keyword CBS Sportsline.
How crazy is the AFC now? If it was wild before today, I mean, Pittsburgh losing to Houston, the results from earlier. I mean, everybody's got to say the AFC West is probably right now the most contested and best division, but everybody else is just nuts.
Second and 10 from the 30. Here comes Sam Adams, and he gets it off, dumping it to Dwight, who was brought down by Romanowski at the 31. It's a gain of about 1.5 yards on the play, and that's it. And now Brees has got still a far way to go here on second down.
And coming into this game, though, Kevin, you know, Charles Woodson, inactive for the Oakland Raiders, is a big deal. Normally, you'd say, gee, you're light at corners. You're going into a game. What are you going to do? But you're playing the Chargers, who only have 3 wide receivers active, who have a runner like LaDainian Tomlinson, don't have a big play threat at wide receiver. So you really have to say, hey, look, defensively, I want to go a little Stone Age. It's going to be physical, and it's going to be stuffing the run.
Little Stone Age.
Little Stone Age.
Yeah. 3rd and 9 outside the 31. Brees with the pressure in his face is short, incomplete to veteran Tim Dwight. Brees felt it that time. Ron Coleman coming up the middle. And on their first possession, San Diego's got a punt.
And with all the big names on the Oakland Raiders football team, Coleman's leading this team in sacks. And he's leading this team in hits on the quarterback. Very quietly doing his thing, doing his job, and a defense that's full of role players.
Darren Bennett, who's had a couple blocked this season, will get this one off with Woodson out. They've got Tim Brown back, and he drifts to about the 15-yard line. And then brought down from behind with minimal gain on the play, a gain of 11 after a 54-yard punt, and Quentin Jammer got him. 7-0 on a Raider touchdown run.
Life is full of difficult choices, and some not so difficult. When you purchase an elegantly redesigned mid-size 2003 Saturn L Series, you can choose $2,500 toward your down payment. Or get 0% financing, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days. Unfortunately, this not-so-difficult choice ends January 2nd. Purchase a 2003 Saturn L Series and get $2,500 toward down payment, or 0% APR, 0 down payment, and 0 monthly payment for 90 days. See participating retailer for restrictions.
With the help of HP technology and HP services, the world's space agencies can focus on getting their explorers home safely.
Father gave me the strength for what I must do.
Everything we are.
This is a free country, but not free for the taking.
Everything we believe in. First had to be fought for in the streets. The motion picture event of the year.
This is a night for America!
Leonardo DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis, Cameron Diaz. Gangs of New York. Rated R. In theaters nationwide Friday, December 20th.
CBS Tuesday. A Jewish Marine joins the Israeli army. Is it an act of courage or treason?
Corporal has no idea how much trouble he's in.
Jag. Then, what family secrets drove a father to murder and a daughter to this?
I want to give up my baby.
The answer may surprise you.
He lied to you.
All new Guardian after Jag. CBS Tuesday.
Both the Raiders in San Diego at 8-4 with Randy Cross, Kevin Harlan. Great to have you with us. And it is a playoff atmosphere here today.
It is, and these guys are what they are, and that's what you've seen so far out of these football teams. Stone Age and physical for San Diego, and Star Wars from the Oakland Raiders.
Raiders begin it after the San Diego punt at the 26. Raiders in the backfield. Make it Wheatley in the backfield. And he throws quickly out to his tight end, Roland Williams, with his 27th reception of the season. He picks up 6, and he's up to the 32-yard line as we send it down to the sideline in Beasley Reese.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. This Raiders team is a veteran team. They can make changes without a problem week to week. We are in the midst of a 15-scripted drive that Bill Callahan told us to have never seen a single one of these plays. That's why the offense is so prolific. Back upstairs.
Hey, and Rich Gannon is a key to Bill Callahan's offense. He does as much as Peyton Manning even thinks about doing for the Colts. He just gets less attention for it.
2nd down and 4. He empties the backfield from the 32. Gannon with time. Here comes Marcellus Wiley, and there goes the pass. Caught by Doug Jolly, his second grab today, and still on his feet and brought down by Carson and Seau. But a 33-yard career-long gain by BYU's second-round draft pick tight end Doug Jolly to the Charger 35.
You know, anytime you see the Raiders come out with an empty backfield, no backs like this, you're going to see the Chargers go in 5 guys here, 2 guys here with the safeties, try to just drop back and take away the medium pass from the Raiders. Plan B, or the second part of the plan, if they get the ball to somebody, you better tackle. Plan A went well. Plan B stunk.
1st and 10. Garner up the middle from the 35 with little gain right there. They plug up the middle. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
And off to Charlie Garner.
He's a little woozy getting out of that pocket. And they're going to bring back in Tyrone Wheatley.
Well, they've got a couple potential woozy linebackers for San Diego. You got Junior Seau and you've got Donnie Edwards inside. They're not the biggest linebackers in this league, but when they bring it on a running back, they bring the whole deal.
Assistant on the tackle.
So Wheatley is in 2nd down and 10 from the Charger 35. Raiders have been here before. They took the opening kickoff and that set up a touchdown run. Porter's on the move, and they blow that one dead.
False start. Offense. Left guard. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Penalties again for the Raiders. Let's go to New York for the first time with Jim Nantz.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Just seconds ago, the 49ers clinched the division title in the NFC West. Garcia leads them back from 10 down with 7 minutes to play. The winner to Owens with 12 seconds left. San Francisco wins the division for the first time since '97. Let's go back to Kevin and Randy.
Jim, thank you. That's the 3rd time this season Dallas has blown a 4th quarter lead. A little screen pass on 2nd and 15 to Wheatley. Weaves his way free from the initial onslaught, and he is brought down by Quentin Jammer after a gain of 7. So San Francisco clinches, now going to 9-4. Randy, your old team.
No, we didn't see the end of that tape though with that update from Jim Nantz. Did Terrell Owens go to the Star in Dallas? I'm guessing probably no.
Gannon has started this game 6 of 6, 5 different receivers.
This is Rich Gannon's game. And I talked about him doing everything Peyton Manning does. He changes plays here at the line of scrimmage as well as anybody.
Garner still out. Wheatley is in. 3rd down and 8. On the 33. Here comes the blitz up the middle, and he gets it away, but that forced to throw it. They had Donnie Edwards coming up the middle, and Edwards looked like he may have even twisted an ankle as he was making his way to Gannon. So the Charger defense holds the Raiders out of the end zone, but Oakland is going to try for 3.
And a good guess by Dale Lindsey, the defensive coordinator of the San Diego Chargers. Give Gannon one look, run a stun up front, and then give him the blitz behind it and make him throw before he's really ready to let it go.
Janikowski's longest field goal this year has been 51 yards. This will be a 51-yard try, and he drills it. 8 straight for Janikowski. One of the top kickers in the NFL, who extends the Oakland lead over San Diego 10-0.
Sorry.
It's okay. Stop! Tim here is on his first date, and his family has some advice. With T-Mobile, families can talk all they want. Oh.
Hello?
Let her win.
Hello?
Tell her she smells nice.
Hello?
Does she come from money?
Hello?
Does she have a sister? Wrong number. Families talk free. Additional lines just $10. Only from T-Mobile.
Get more.
Because we can! Yes, we can!
Life is full of difficult choices, and some not so difficult. When you purchase an elegantly redesigned mid-size 2003 Saturn L Series, you can choose $2,500 toward your down payment. Or get 0% financing, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days. Unfortunately, this not-so-difficult choice ends January 2nd. Purchase a 2003 Saturn L Series and get $2,500 toward down payment, or 0% APR, 0 down payment, and 0 monthly payment for 90 days. See participating retailer for restrictions.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by T-Mobile. Get more minutes, more features, more service. And by Saturn, makers of the View redesigned L Series and the all-new Ion.
Chargers were down to Denver last week as well. 10-0 Oakland on top and a 51-yard field goal moments ago by Sebastian Janikowski. What kind of comeback team is San Diego?
Well, with only 3 wide receivers active, not a good comeback team. Their offensive line has to take control.
Janikowski kicked his first one in the end zone. Ronnie Jenkins will take it about half-yard deep here as he weaves his way up the middle, then is brought down by Eric Johnson, who played at Nebraska. A 33-yard return. And he's up to about the 33-yard line. Well, Thursday on Survivor, with only 2 episodes left, don't miss the countdown to the finale. Who will be the final 4 castaways with the chance to walk away a millionaire? Find out in an all-new Survivor. That's Thursday at 8, 7 Central on CBS, America's most watched network.
The 33.
San Diego punted the first time they had the ball. And now they line up at their 33, 1st and 10. Tomlinson in the backfield by himself. It's Caldwell in motion. Pulling is Williams. Tomlinson trying to dig his way free and almost seems to get stronger as he runs. Eric Barton with the stop. It's a gain of 4 up to the 36.
LaDainian Tomlinson last time against the Raiders carried the ball 39 times. Last week had a prolific afternoon. 220 yards and 11 receptions. No one had ever run for over 200 and caught 11 before LaDainian did it last week. You see his 37 carries, so you can't get real excited about him not running the ball early. He might not run the ball well till he gets to his 12th carry. He might be more effective when he gets after his 25th carry.
Wow. Some guys can say that, some guys can't.
Well, some backs are lucky enough to be in an offense where he's going to get the ball that much.
Good point. 2nd down and 6 from the 36. Good time for Breeze. Great stick by Eric Barton on a gain of 2 to Tomlinson. What a first quarter Eric Barton is putting in on the defensive end.
Well, he's sort of the unsung hero for the Oakland Raider linebacking corps. I mean, Bill Romanowski's become a real vocal leader for this football team, but Eric Barton is an impact player, and his impact is usually on the offensive players for the opposition. He's a high-impact player. He's a physical player, and really that's the key word for the San Diego Chargers right now. They're being a little too cute and not enough physical football, because that's what they do best.
The Schottenheimer teams are always physical. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 4 at the 39. Breeze rifles a pass to the side. Nice catch made by Eric Parker, a rookie free agent. He picks up 8 on 3rd and 4. And the Chargers have a first down up to their 47.
And I'll get back to the point. I think the key to this football game for the San Diego Chargers rests in the hands of 5, I wouldn't say young men, but big men, the offensive line of the San Diego Chargers. They're the reason Drew Brees in his jersey can stay clean. They're the reason that LaDainian Tomlinson carries the ball 37, 39 times and runs for 200 yards. And they're the reason this team is going to be able to stay with the Raiders, is if they play well.
Some pretty good quarterbacking so far. 47-yard line, 1st and 10. McCrary in motion. Fake to Tomlinson, and Breeze going deep down the side for Caldwell. Guarded by Torrey James. No yellow on the field. Incomplete pass. Second down and 10.
We mentioned earlier, without Charles Woodson, you're looking at Terrence Shaw, a former Charger, at one corner, and Torrey James at the other corner. And Torrey James has got a bad ankle to start with, so why not double move him? Make him stop and start and stop and go and do things like that.
James, their best cover corner?
The best one left.
Yeah. Well said.
Because even before, Charles Woodson is not Charles Woodson.
Right.
That turf toe last year and the ankle injuries this year have really hampered him. That's why he's inactive today.
So now second down and 10 from the 47. Somebody moved, and they'll stop that in mid-motion. Raiders come into today having won 4 straight after losing 4 straight after starting the season with 4 consecutive wins. It's the first time that's ever happened in the NFL.
False start. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Chargers only had 1 penalty last week, all game long against the Denver Broncos.
Well, you talked about the Raiders start, Kevin. They played so spectacularly in the first 4, won them, then lost 4, now won 4. The difference is, why do they have the 4 losses? They couldn't overcome themselves. They couldn't overcome their penalties. They couldn't overcome their mistakes. That's always going to be the key for the Raiders. They're not a disciplined team, but they're extremely talented.
Now they move him back 5 yards to the 42. Tomlinson back there in the gun with Breeze. Second down and 15. Here comes Armstrong. There goes a flag, and the pass is thrown away. Trace Armstrong will put the fear of his pass rush in many quarterbacks in the NFL. He's got over 100 sacks in his career. There's a look at Dick Hantak.
Illegal formation. Offense, number 77 was on the end of the line and uncovered. That penalty is declined. Third down.
That's the 3rd penalty against the Chargers. Like I said, after last week, 1 penalty. But look, the Chargers have not been in a big game in December in years. And right now, they look like they haven't been in a big game in December in years. They're making the dumb mistakes. They're out of sorts. And right now, they're not being the Chargers that got themselves to 8-4. Right now, they're being Chargers almost from 2001 that kind of folded down the stretch.
Marty Schottenheimer said the big thing he had to instill in the players when he came here was how to win. 3rd and 15. 42. Here they come. DeLawrence Grant couldn't get him. The ball is loose. Finoti may have jumped on it. Eric Barton is there, number 50. And
Eric Barton's got the ball.
That's a fumble. And the game's first turnover, or are they marking him down?
They're marking Drew Brees down.
All right, down. One official was pointing one way, and then Dick Hantak waved him off and said no.
Dick Hantak marked his ball from behind. Watch Drew Brees twist down and watch his knees down. I don't know what he was trying to do with that ball. Jake Plummer a few weeks ago against the Raiders threw a behind-the-back thing that set up a Raiders touchdown. That was almost as dumb looking.
Darren Bennett to punt. And gets off a rocket, which drives Jim Brown back to his 17-yard line. And knocked out by Carlos Pope, along with Justin Peele. A look at Rich Gannon, who comes into today the number 2 rated quarterback in the NFL.
Powerful new Silverado is here. Still available with a 340-horse Vortec V8.
The Bronze Synchro gives you Braun's closest shave ever. And its automatic self-cleaning system leaves your shaver so clean, it feels like new every day.
She is great. She's a great lady. In fact, I just lent her my Black & Decker zip saw. She's become pretty attached to it. You know, you can cut these beautiful patterns in everything from wood to metal. I don't miss it.
The zip saw from Black & Decker.
I have an apology to make
for knitting you a present rather than buying something you'd enjoy. I thought each present was a little piece of me, a person who, I'm now told, isn't very good at knitting. I'm sorry. This year, I'm shopping at Staples. You should, too. They have the exciting technology gifts everyone wants. And this month, you can get free delivery from Staples.com. But you can't get a macrame mouse pad.
Holiday shopping? Done at Staples.
The diner is robbed, but Becker and his friend are on the case.
You're like a blind superhero.
Yeah,
Stevie Wonder Man.
A brand new Becker, CBS tonight after 60 minutes.
She's engaged to Ben, but Monday she's all Dave's.
Did I touch that? Yes.
Don't miss superstar Jennifer Lopez, plus Survivor castaway Jake, Monday on an all-new Late Show.
It's Brian Schottenheimer, the quarterback coach for the Chargers, in the headset, working with his quarterbacks. Doug Flutie there in the hat is the most important player right now for Drew Brees. Settle him down, give him some of that experience by osmosis.
After the San Diego punt outside the 20 at the 21, it's Oakland 1st and 10. We've seen nothing to Rice so far until right there. Alex Molden on the side makes the stop. It's a gain of 8, and he's up to the 28-29-yard line. The newest Goodyear airship, Spirit of America, is overhead to provide these aerial pictures today. Goodyear blimps have been appealing all over the country, and sporting events have seen them hovering overhead since 1925. 2nd down and 2. Raiders have scored the first 2 times they've had the ball on a touchdown run of 4 yards by Gardner, who's back in after suffering an eye injury, and a 51-yard field goal moments ago by Janikowski. From the 29, outside Garner, bouncing and then stuffed. Brought down after a gain of 1. Keith Lyle got him. Back to New York and Jim Nantz.
All right, Kevin, we got an update here on the Jets and the Broncos, and New York takes the lead here. First play of the 2nd quarter. Curtis Martin straight up the middle. The extra point blocked. John Hall's been having his problems lately. 6-3 Jets. Let's go back to Kevin and Randy.
Thank you, Jim. The Jets, Randy, have won 5 of their last 7 games. They're back in the field. 3rd down and 1.
This is a Junior Seau kind of play for the Chargers.
Crockett is in the backfield. And a timeout taken. Did you see something he didn't like?
Well, yeah, Junior Seau celebrating. Better to take the timeout. That's the difference between a veteran quarterback and a young guy.
What's brown to me? One word: Mahoney. Mahoney does the work of 3. So instead of 3 different guys for ground deliveries, overnight, and international.
Hey, how you doing?
And 3 different pickup times, all I need is 1 Mahoney and 1 pickup. You wore the shorts for TV, didn't you?
One driver, 1 pickup, 1 reliable network. UPS, what can Brown do for you?
And Oakland just burned their first timeout. They lead at 10-0. San Diego's punted the first 2 times they've had the ball today.
You saw Gannon barking over the line of scrimmage. I think he was trying to get a cheap one, trying to draw somebody off sides. Didn't get it, called the timeout.
Crockett stays in the game. 3rd down and 1. The fake to Crockett. Great time for Gannon, going deep down the side. And Jerry Porter was in his sights. An incomplete pass. They were going down there on Rodney Harrison.
Well,
and so Raiders have got a punt for the first time today.
Kevin, if you're going to feature anybody down the field, you're going to feature Jerry Porter right now, and you're going to feature him against a safety. If you can get this matchup, you'll take it all day long, and Porter just comes wide open out of the bunch. He's got the matchup. Gannon just couldn't put the ball in the right place.
First Oakland punt, and Shane Leckler sends us to Tim Dwight. Back at about the 16-yard line, and then brought down nicely by Alvis Whitted, number 87, a reserve wide receiver. A 54-yard punt with a 2-yard return for the speedy Tim Dwight. We'll see why CBS Monday is America's best night of television, starting with the King of Queens, followed by Yes Dear, Everybody Loves Raymond, and Still Standing. Then don't miss TV's #1 news show, CSI Miami. Plus the Late Show with David Letterman after your local news. It's all Monday right here on CBS, America's most watched network, with Randy Cross and Beasley Reese, Kevin Harlan, capacity-filled Qualcomm Stadium here in San Diego. 2 possessions, 2 San Diego punts. This is their 3rd start. They got it 1st and 10 at their 18. The pitch to Tomlinson. Blocked by McIntosh. And then the speed of defensive lineman DeLawrence Grant was too much, and he couldn't turn the corner.
You kidding me? DeLawrence Grant? That might be as fast as he could get, and I don't think it'll be that fast in the 4th quarter, but Tomlinson could not get around him. What a wonderful play and show of athletic ability there by Grant.
He's starting for the injured Tony Bryant, who is now out for the season. It's nice just to not rebuild, but reload with a guy like this.
But notice what they're doing. They're going side to side. San Diego's not going inside. That's where Sam Adams and ex-Charger John Perella are. That also happens to be their strength, San Diego's inside running.
Oakland with a touchdown run and a field goal. They lead it 10-0. That's the end of the 1st quarter. We'll be back to San Diego after these messages. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
What is it?
Pixie dust.
Pixie dust.
Pixie dust? Magic self-healing server pixie dust.
How's it work?
Server goes down, sprinkle on the pixie dust, server's back up. Use it regularly and servers solve their own problems. Easy.
I like it. What's it cost?
It's cheap.
Cheap.
Soy-based.
Soy-based.
Biodegradable.
Looks like we got a winner.
Trip to the city of your choice. Free.
The city. How romantic.
Bringing along your friends.
I changed my mind.
Priceless. Win a getaway in MasterCard's Priceless Memories Sweepstakes.
Introducing Domino's Pizza Buffalo Chicken Kickers. Tender cuts of all-white chicken breast with a kick of spicy buffalo flavor baked through and through. 10 pieces for $5.99. Get the door and get a kick out of dinner tonight. Get an order of Cinesticks free when you buy a large one-topping pizza for $9.99.
We should change before we pick up the girls. Okay.
Chevy Avalanche. It changes from a pickup to an SUV.
What are you doing?
Avalanche, like a rock.
Tony Hawk. He's the sports star American kids are wild about. And when you see him in action, you'll know why. 60 Minutes 2, Wednesday.
5 survivors remain, and they'll compete for the ultimate prize. Only 2 episodes left, so don't miss a minute.
The circus has come to town.
All new Survivors, CBS Thursday.
We're starting the 2nd quarter here in San Diego. Randy Cross, Beasley Reese with Kevin Harlan, and we've got a 2nd down and 11 coming up for the San Diego Chargers, who trail on a touchdown run and a long 51-yard field goal by Janikowski. Drew Brees at his 17. Fake to Tomlinson, who offers a block. Here comes Perella, and he dumps it off to the fullback McCrary, who's up to the 21-yard line and picks up 3 to 4 yards on the play. And he has to get up to the 27, 28-yard line, so a ways to go on 3rd down coming up.
If I'm Marty Schottenheimer here, I'm starting to get a little bit concerned. I'm not getting nervous yet, but I'm a little bit concerned. I've played a whole quarter of football. LaDainian Tomlinson only had 4 rushes in the 1st quarter. And what my football team does is it eats up the clock, and it runs on the ground, and it doesn't make mistakes. Well, they haven't run it well, and they've made mistakes, and the Raiders have controlled the pace of this game so far.
3rd down, 7 from the 21. Good block by the tight end Alexander, and intercepted. It's picked off by Terrence Shaw, the ex-Charger, who is getting the start today. And Brees throws his 12th interception.
Drew Brees here looks like a young, inexperienced quarterback who is flustered. Good reason. He is.
Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. With its incredibly capable 4-wheel drive system, it gives a whole new meaning to the words Morning Rush.
Dennis, listen, got a little advertising opportunity for you, Pally. Foot powder.
Yeah, foot powder, right. Forget about it.
Well, before you say that, it's a truckload of money.
Sam, I don't do commercials, period.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir. I told them that.
Know why I don't do commercials?
Why's that, pal?
Because they're dishonest. They lie.
Boy, that's strong language.
I'm supposed to peddle some product I don't even use. Forget about it. I'm not going to do it.
I wouldn't let you do it.
You better believe it.
Mr. Stevens?
Yeah.
Got you down for over 130 channels, $39.99 a month.
Right, so...
every channel's digital quality. There's access to 31 premium movie channels, 60 pay-per-view movie titles a month.
Great. So that can go on the back of the roof?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, good. So go ahead and pull around back.
You work for the cable company, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why settle for cable? Get a 2-room DirecTV system with installation for under $50.
CBS Friday.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Everyone's favorite reindeer returns. Then meet the new reindeer in town, Robbie. Starring the voices of Ben Stiller.
I have got it.
Britney Spears. Leah Remini.
Robbie, let's not beat around the bush.
Brad Garrett.
Let's get to work.
Jerry Stiller.
Hi-ya!
And many more. The fun's all here, CBS Friday.
Follow the playoff race through the end of the season with our exclusive projected brackets on all playoff scenarios. That's NFL.com or AOL keyword NFL.com. After the interception from the 39 of San Diego, 1st and 10. Again, a little sidearm pass, incomplete to Rice. Coverage by Ryan McNeil. This is the second start in San Diego territory for the Oakland Raiders today.
Watch Eric Parker working against Terrence Shaw. Quarterback's a little flustered. The ball's delivered high. It just sort of sails on Drew Brees. Parker's coming out of that break expecting something kind of low and away, and it's high and inside.
Sound like a baseball announcer.
I won't bore you with those stats.
2nd down and 10 from the 39. Garner in the backfield. Gannon moving up. Hit and brought down in the middle. Jason Fisk is the one who tripped him up, number 92, the ex-Tennessee Titan. In fact, he played in the Super Bowl for Tennessee. Nice play by Jason Fisk, a loss of a yard.
You know, it's funny, when you think about Rich Gannon over the years, you've always thought of him as being a running quarterback. San Diego does a nice job of containing him. Fisk does what he's supposed to do to sort of guard the draw and get away from Robbins quick enough to make that play against Gannon. But Gannon over his career has been a runner. Now he's about to put up some of the best passing stats we've ever seen in this league.
He empties the backfield on 3rd and 12 inside the 42 of San Diego after Brees was intercepted. Gannon. The second option, sidearm swing pass downfield, incomplete. I believe he was aiming for Rice, who's on a knee right now at the 28. Ryan McNeil, the veteran, was there, guarding the Hall of Famer to be Rice. And once again, the Oakland Raiders have got a punt.
Jerry Rice is doing a little lobbying. Ryan McNeil working against him one-on-one, doesn't like it. Just trips up in the legs. That's incidental contact. Early might have been a little case of McNeil holding with that cast hand. But McNeil did a nice job.
Raiders squander some pretty decent position. Leckler to punt again. Second straight punt, second straight 3-and-out, aiming for the corner. And he's in the end zone. So the touchback. So the interception for Terrence Shaw does not come back to bite the San Diego Chargers. And they breathe a sigh of relief. Yeah, they're early in the second quarter. They're down 10-0.
I'm a huge fan. Thank you. I'm on a date with this honey, Erica. Right. Man, you could hook me up if you came by the table and said hi.
See what I can do, man.
Yo, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey, old dog, what's going on?
Buster, can't you see I'm busy? Keeps calling me. I'm gonna rap on my record.
You got disrespected. I don't think I got dissed at all.
Why you say that?
Did y'all meet Erica yet?
From last night?
Life is best told over a great tasting Miller Lite at a place called Miller Time.
Now through Sunday at Zales, take up to an extra $300 off, even on sale prices on diamonds, like this $19.99 8-carat diamond bracelet, now just $16.99 at Zales, the diamond store.
Buy any Olympus digital camera, and you'll get the most realistic digital images yet. And for a limited time, a $75 rebate on select Epson stylus photo printers. Go to olympus.com/promotions for details. Olympus, nothing's impossible.
Jeep 4x4s. They even make paved roads feel safer.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Miller Lite. Life is best told at a place called Miller Time. Zales, the diamond store. And by Jeep, the most respected, honored, and heroic 4x4s out there. Only in a Jeep 4x4.
Gorgeous view, gorgeous scenic of the Shelter Island Marina, part of San Diego Bay. 10-0 Raiders on top. A rushing touchdown by Charlie Garner. After the Raider punt, first down and 10. And no gain on the play for Tomlinson. Lost perhaps a yard on the play. It'll be second down and 11. And tonight on 60 Minutes, two faces in the news. A big city mayor who couldn't laugh his way out of trouble, and an actress who's put her troubles behind her. That's tonight on 60 Minutes here on CBS.
That last play was all set up by the big guy right there, Sam Adams. Penetrated 3 yards into the backfield. And Sam Adams and John Perella, the ex-Charger, are the reason this Charger team right now can't run it inside.
They are too big to be moving that fast.
He's too big for that face mask and that helmet, I'll tell you that. That face wants out.
Second down, 11 from the 19. Breeze, nice defensive play by Torrey James. As they're going outside to their tight end, Steven Alexander.
Yeah, I talked about Drew Brees earlier being diamonds for this organization, and Drew Brees has to kind of settle down because his receivers are in a spot. But right now, James and the defenders for the Oakland Raiders, especially outside, he and Terrence Shaw, are just about a step ahead of wherever he's throwing the ball.
You look for big things today from the tight end, Steven Alexander, for San Diego?
Well, absolutely, especially after they inactivated Curtis Conway. And so far, Steven Alexander hasn't sniffed a pass.
He's going to be back there now blocking. It's third down and 11 from the 19 for Breeze. And down the middle, and he's got wide receiver Eric Parker weaving through the secondary. And grabbed by Rod Woodson. He has a first down up to the San Diego 46 on 3rd and 11, Randy. He picks up 28 yards.
Hey, you couldn't ask for a better illustration of why the people here in San Diego are so excited about Drew Brees. Because Parker runs a decent route, but that ball is absolutely ripped through the Oakland Raider defense. And Drew Brees has got the ability to just lift this offense. As much of the doldrums as they've been in this so far today, one play like that can give them the jolt they need to come back alive.
Now they got some much-needed breathing space at their 47. It's 1st and 10. They got Caldwell on the move. The fake end around to him. Here comes Rod Coleman, who is held. And a pass going to Tomlinson. Pushed out of bounds by Napoleon Harris. And that's a gain of 8 on the play. Did you see the hold? I saw the hold.
Yeah, that was an incredible hold. It was blatant by Finoti, the right guard out of Nebraska, practically tackled Coleman. I mean, look, watch Coleman right here, 57. Finoti's the right guard, 71. Coleman's getting away. I mean, that's just, when in doubt, go for jersey, pants, belt, whatever you can get your big hands on.
And he's got big hands.
And he got away with it, so I guess it was just good technique.
It's second down and 2. First play run in Oakland territory by San Diego's offense today. Tomlinson on the draw. He's got the first down. And then belted out of bounds by Brandon Jennings. First down, gain of 11 on the play, and that's the Tomlinson that has been sparkling here in San Diego all season long.
And that's the offensive line for the Chargers that's doing what they've been doing well, and that's getting great blocks inside from Finoti the guard, Garmin the guard, and Jason Ball setting up everything outside. In that case, it was Damian McIntosh at tackle, creating that crease, and that's exactly what we're talking about with LaDainian Tomlinson. 5 yards, not much. 5 carries, not much. 10 carries, not much. Number 12 might be for 80 yards.
34-yard line of the Raiders, and San Diego has it 1st and 10. Breeze with play action. Coleman again chasing him. Flag is thrown. That could be a hold right there. And the wobbly pass, as you see, goes incomplete.
It looked like it started off with an offsides, but Hantag's going to call this a hold against the Chargers offense, but they have to admit it's only 2 plays late.
Hey, by the way, we have got some gigantic offensive linemen in this game.
Well, and none bigger than Finoti, the right guard for the Oakland Raiders at 350-ish.
Offense, number 71, 10-yard penalty. Repeat the down, first down.
And Tanui Finoti, number 71, See, there he's right. See, he's so big, he barely fits in that circle I put on the screen. A little bit of him bleeds over. See, there's the same thing. Remember? He grabbed him from behind before. This time he's got him from behind with the right hand and the front with the left hand. And Dick Hantak, the referee, is in charge of everything that happens in front of him that concerns the quarterback. And a hold like that definitely concerns the quarterback.
Finoti, a second-round rookie out of Nebraska, the youngest player in the National Football League at 21 years of age. It's 1st and 20 with the penalty. Back to the 44 of the Raiders. Breeze, pretty good time, and dumps it across the middle. Reeled in by Tomlinson. He was grabbed by Romanowski and the other linebacker, Harris. A gain of 5, and he's to the 38-yard line of Oakland. Injury update for the Raiders. Torrey James has left the field and gone into the locker room, and that's why Brandon Jennings has been out there in the secondary. And there's Charles Woodson. He's not playing. He hurt an ankle last week against the Jets.
Well, maybe their defensive coach, Willie Brown, the Hall of Famer, is the next corner to come onto the field.
He could still play.
Oh,
he looks terrific.
He looks like it. But that's a big deal. I mean, you keep your receivers going. We talk about San Diego being short of receivers, but Oakland's running out of corners.
Second down, 15 from the Raider 39. They got Coleman again coming up the middle, and again he pressures Breeze to throw it outside and away. Coleman is having his way inside with the line of San Diego. It'll be 3rd and 15.
Defensive left tackle is Coleman, 57. Comes right through the inside shoulder of Sammy Williams, number 79, right through the shoulder. So he's having a little buffet today. A little Finoti, a little Williams, and a lot of Breeze.
Little olive oil on that Finoti's not bad.
And he might sprinkle in a little ball to center every once in a while, but it's the 3rd time the Chargers have faced 3rd and 10 this early in this game, and that's not Charger football.
San Diego's going to burn their first timeout. Trying to move, down 10-0. Drew Brees in his offense.
Gee, honey, you never got homesick before?
I know.
I thought they said you hurt your right leg.
Oh, yeah.
With all its comfort and luxury, nothing brings a family together like Chrysler Town & Country.
Band camp.
We better go.
Get a leather trim seating credit of up to $16.70 on LXI and limited models.
Print me. Hey, look, my first fish. Hey, over here, print me.
Hey, pick me. I'm smiling.
Pick me, please.
You picked the dog over your brother?
No, not the dog.
The HP All-in-One printer with proof sheet makes it easy to pick and print just the right shots.
Oh, that hurts.
For every good in the universe,
He said he is a mirror for me.
there is an evil.
I must deactivate you. Why? Because you are dangerous.
And the only way to conquer it
Resistance is futile.
is to face it.
I'm a mirror for you as well.
Don't be so vain.
This Friday, a generation's final journey begins. Star Trek Nemesis, rated PG-13. Friday in theaters everywhere.
Access NFL.com now on America Online. Get live game day coverage and real-time stats at AOL keyword NFL.com.
It's a doubleheader. Upstart Florida takes on defending champion Maryland. Then perennial powerhouses battle as Michigan State meets Kentucky. Next Saturday on CBS.
San Diego in the midst of their most significant offensive drive of the afternoon.
And the reason it is the most significant is guys like Eric Barton and Coleman, 57, have been sort of the, below the radar guys. You want to talk about Woodson, you want to talk about Romanowski, you want to talk about Trace Armstrong. Well, it's been those two right now that have stuffed the San Diego offense.
It's 3rd down and 15 after the San Diego timeout. 8th play of the drive. Chargers at the Raider 39. They blow that dead. Another flag is down.
False start. Offense, number 88. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
And to the sideline in Beasley Reese.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. I have a report on Torrey James, number 20 of the Raiders. He is in the locker room with a sore ankle for evaluation. As you know, he's made 2 of the best plays in this game at cornerback. And Jennings, number 39, Brandon Jennings, in replacement. Back to you.
All right, thank you. Jennings was just signed to the active roster in late October.
And Torrey James came into the game with a bad ankle. So now you're talking all backups. Oakland has got to be careful. If I'm San Diego, I'm going after the new guy.
44-yard line, 3rd and 20 for Breeze. On the run, being chased. Travius Smith had the beat on Breeze. Forced him out of bounds, and again, they can't do anything with it. And for a 3rd time in 4 possessions, the Chargers have got a punt.
Well, the best solution, if you're light on defensive backs and you're not sure how well your corners can really handle Marty Schottenheimer's offense, what do you do for the Raiders? Go get Drew Brees and put pressure on him. And they're doing a wonderful job of taking the San Diego offensive line apart right now.
37-year-old Aussie Darren Bennett to punt. Tim Brown back inside the 15. Great punt, high, hanging, and well placed at the 11. Fair caught by Brown back there. 33-yard punt. Raiders will get it back up on a touchdown run and a 51-yard field goal.
Hello, Moto.
I'm gonna play someday. I'm gonna play someday. Play someday. I'm gonna play someday. I'm gonna play someday. I'm gonna show you what I really got. I'm gonna play someday.
Mr. Frodo, the ring's getting heavier, Sam.
A new power is rising.
It is an army bred to destroy the world of men.
How did it come to this?
Your friends are with you, Aragorn.
The defenses have to hold.
They will hold.
The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, rated PG-13, starts Wednesday, December 18th.
Monday, how will the King of Queens impress his new neighbors?
We could capture them, lock them in our attic till they realize how delightful we are.
Then,
Sammy has lice!
it's the invasion of the body scratchers on Yes Dear. And Ray gives his mom the gift that keeps on giving, grief.
Well, you ruined that old crow's birthday.
Then it's a night at the opera you'll never forget.
Big fat.
And all new Still Standing. It's all here on TV's Best Night of Comedy, CBS Monday. And later, Jennifer Lopez joins Dave on an all-new Late Show.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, in theaters December 18th, rated PG-13. And by Motorola, bringing intelligence everywhere. Hello, Moto.
San Diego just punted. Raiders will have it. Looking for Junior Seau on this drive.
That's not him. Oh, there he is, right there. He's the guy that for the Chargers for a decade or so, he puts on the pom-poms, and he can be the emotional spark for this team because they need it.
From the 11, 1st and 10 for Gannon. And sings a pass in the direction of Jerry Rice. The coverage there by Edwards along with Quentin Jammer, a rookie. It's 2nd down and 10. The Raiders, Randy, are coming off 2 consecutive series of 3 and out.
And the reason is this San Diego defense, especially the defensive backs, McNeil and Jammer, have played a lot more physical, a lot more up in the receivers' faces. They're not giving him space to run around. That's a real key with this Raider receiving group.
2nd and 10 from the 11. Gannon has missed his last 4. Flies it outside. Rice bobbled it. Incomplete pass. Rice could not hold on. That's a rarity.
Well, Jammer was there again against Jerry Rice, and last time these two teams played, Quentin Jammer had kind of a starstruck look on his face like, oh, gee, that's Jerry. How do I play against him? And he got beat some. Well, he's being more aggressive, and he's not too worried about who he's playing against. Right now, Jammer's just playing against number 80.
3rd down and 10 from the 11. Here comes Dingle. He got blocked. And there's the pass. Dropped again. Incomplete. Jerry Rice across the middle. Covered on the play by Keith Lyle, and for a third consecutive time, the Raiders will have to punt. 3 and out. Gannon can't move them.
Well, I hope for the Chargers' sake that their offense was watching the work their defense is doing against Jerry Rice in this offense. Everybody's in the right spot. Edwards is where he's supposed to be. And more importantly, when you get a Raider in a position where you can hit him, smack him.
Chargers are going to get some decent field position. Leckler's punt, not that good. Dwight will wave it off. It sails out of bounds.
It stunk. Don't be so nice.
You're talking about the 8th best punter right now statistically in the NFL, but out of bounds it goes. They'll mark him at the 45, which will be the best beginning field position for San Diego today. Well, Monday in an all-new late show with David Letterman. Don't miss superstar Jennifer Lopez, plus a brand new top 10 and more. It's the Late Show with David Letterman on CBS, America's most watched network. With Randy Cross and Beasley Reese, Kevin Harlan at Rockin' Qualcomm here in San Diego. And it has been loud.
You want to hear this place rock? Do something with this field position. You don't many chances. You've got to take advantage of it. There's Drew Brees' fiancée, Brittany.
First and 10 from the 45. The fake end around. It's Tomlinson trying to slither his way, and he's grabbed by former Charger John Perella. Gain of 2 to the 43.
And this is all about taking advantage of this field position, like I just said. And you know, big guys like McIntosh and Fonoti and Ball inside and Garmin at left guard. This offensive line for the San Diego Chargers have got to be the difference. I keep hammering it, and I tell you, it's the gospel. Believe it. For the Chargers, if this line gets beat like they've been beat, they don't have a chance. In order to win, this line has to take control.
Drew Brees has started every game this season. 2nd down 8. Here comes the blitz. He has to go outside. And that was authored by Anthony Dorsett, who came streaming up the middle. And a lot of pressure applied, but Dorsett was the one that kicked it into gear and was sent on the fly by Bill Callahan.
Well, the key here is the fact that you're bringing pressure inside, and you're bringing it like this. You're bringing it inside, and you're bringing it late. See, the line does their job, but that's defense. That's Chuck Bresnahan, the defensive coordinator, and the guys upstairs saying, hey, look, here's the protection. Drew Brees has been sacked, he's been hurried, and he's been rushed because the defensive staff for the Raiders have game planned so far San Diego's offense perfectly.
It's 3rd down and 8 from the 43. Brees moving up in the pocket and fires a pass with a great catch made at the 26-yard line. Brought down by Eric Parker. That is his 3rd reception today on 3rd down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Drew Brees, I know we just showed his fiancée on TV, but he ought to kiss Eric Parker because that was not a very good pass. This ball just floats and goes up over the top, and look at Parker. Wide receivers have nightmares about getting laid out like that.
Parker originally was with Houston, let go in July. Signed to the practice squad, waived, re-signed in mid-October. Now he is starting. Curtis Conner missing his 3rd straight game today. 17-yard gain to the 27. 1st and 10. Steven Alexander, the tight end, makes his 29th reception of the season. It's a gain of 7. He came with Marty Schottenheimer from the Redskins. He was a Pro Bowler back in 2000, and he advances the ball to the Oakland 19.
And you're seeing him used a little bit differently. You know, out there as a wide receiver, a quick little pass, and, you know, Brees threw the one ball that Parker bailed him out on. Now, Alexander catches a little quick thing. Let the young quarterback get some rhythm, but don't forget the most important thing. LaDainian Tomlinson is your offense. You keep people off balance with the pass, you beat them with the run.
Torrey James back in the game for the Raiders. 2nd down and 3. Cooper may have been offsides from the 19th. Flag is down. There you see a big hit by Napoleon Harris, the rookie out of Northwestern. Tomlinson and Harris have some words, and they blow that one dead.
Offside. Defense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
And that was just an example, really, of the kind of ugliness here in this game. It's kind of just below the surface. You know, it's a big rivalry. Everybody's physical. It's a cliche about the OG. They really don't like each other. Well, you know, these two teams hate each other. They just love to play against each other. You've got half a stadium of Raider fans. You got the other half are Charger fans, and they have one thing in common. Just a strong hate-dislike for the other team.
Best position today in the gold zone, as Marty Schottenheimer calls it, at the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. Dwight on the move. Tomlinson, a block from McCrary on Romanowski, and he burrows his way to about the 11-yard line. Picks up 2. Cooper falls on him as well. 2nd down.
And one thing about Tomlinson that really impresses me when I watch tapes of him is a run like that. Because he has the ability to make a 1-yard gain a 3-yard gain. In that, he reminds me a little bit of kind of like a young Emmitt Smith or a young Marcus Allen, where, you know, when they're beaten, when they're stopped, they're not really stopped. They kind of go down below the pile and go for that extra couple of yards. And for a quarterback, that extra couple of yards can be huge by the time you hit 3rd down.
2nd down and a long 7. Chargers at the Raider 12. Fake to Tomlinson. Breeze to the end zone. Incomplete. Flags all over the end zone. They were going for Eric Parker, the rookie free agent. That ball whistled over his head. It looked like he was getting handcuffed by some Raiders secondary players.
That's one thing the Raiders as a group, as a defense, do way too much of, is holding and grabbing. They don't have to. They're talented, but they do it anyway.
Defense, number 33. The foul took place in the end zone by Rule, replacing the ball on the 1-yard line. 1st down.
Dorsett getting the start today for Derek Gibson. Right there, working against Eric Parker. Just kind of yanking. It's just unnecessary. The ball was not going to be anywhere where Parker would have to make a circus catch to get it.
Joey Goodspeed is in with Tomlinson. It's 1st and goal. Tomlinson. And they have not made the call. He's shy of the end zone, shy of the goal line. 2nd down and goal inside the 1.
You know, this is the part of the game and the part of the field. As much as I keep talking about the offensive line for the San Diego Chargers, there can be no doubt what they have to do here. The offensive line's going right at Sam Adams, right at John Perella, right at Coleman, 57, right at the strength of this team. Let's see who's best.
McCrary now comes in the backfield. 2nd goal. Tomlinson flies into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
There's 2 angles here. You got the low road and you got the high road. The low road's blocked. The high road's open.
If you can fly, why go anywhere else? Extra point by Christie, and the Chargers are on the board.
Really, from a game standpoint, from a fundamental standpoint, the Raiders play this well. Look at the penetration. They've got the penetration, but the 2nd-story window was left open, and LaDainian dives through it.
And remember, the defense set this up with their great possession.
Cool.
It's good to do things yourself, but you ought to do your homework first. Same thing with the stock market. That's why TD Waterhouse gives you easy access to all the research you need, all in one place. Because you've got to learn before you can earn.
TD Waterhouse, you're in control.
Friday on CBS, the holiday classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is back, followed by Robbie. New reindeer in town, starring the voices of Ben Stiller, Britney Spears, and even our own Dick Enberg and Dan Deerdorf. The fun is all here, Friday starting at 8, 7 Central on CBS. The defense of San Diego has stopped the Raiders 3 consecutive possessions for them, 3 and out. And because they held them the last time in a very short Raider possession, the ensuing punt was at about midfield and great beginning field position for Drew Brees and his offense.
And it's all because the San Diego defense has become more physical.
James Tuthill's kickoff. Marcus Knight, flag is down. And tackled from behind by Carlos Polk right about the 29-yard line. The flag is resting at the opposite 31, 32.
That's screaming offside San Diego.
Yeah.
Carlos Polk with the tackle.
Credit the San Diego defense as much as their offense, because that is what gave their offense the possession in such great territory in Oakland 44-yard line to start that drive.
Offside. Number 52 on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the kick.
You know, Tuthill was brought in to kick off, and he's not doing much work right now. He's about to get himself a real cheap bus ticket out of San Diego at the rate he's going, because with an offsides, now the Raiders can get even better field position when it comes to this. I mean, there's something right now they've done very poorly is cover kicks.
They had Wade Ritchie kicking off last week, and he was cut after a bad outing against the Denver Broncos. And coming up on the Nextel halftime report, join Jim, Dion, Dan, and Goomer for all the scores and highlights. That's next from New York on the Nextel halftime report. Gorgeous day in Southern California. A game with playoff implications for both the Chargers and the Raiders. Both teams tied for first place in the AFC West. Both teams are 8-4. Marcus Knight awaits the Tuthill kick, now back from his 25-yard line. It's a line drive, ugly-looking kick on a run at the 21. It's Knight, who had a 65-yard return to begin the game. A 16-yard return right there. Jesse Chapman, who is a reserve running back, makes the stop. A return on the play of 16 yards.
Went 45 yards in 7 plays, using 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Scoring on a 1-yard.
And really, the Raiders' struggles offensively, Kevin, haven't been about mistakes, which is unusual. It's really been about the San Diego Chargers defense making the Raiders offense ineffective.
37-yard line for Rich Gannon, who's got it first down and 10. Porter's on the move, and Gannon right to work. And to the side, caught by his tight end, which has been his favorite target so far, Doug Jolly. 16-yard reception. Knocked out of bounds in San Diego territory to about the 47-yard line. Harrison covering.
And Doug Jolly just is like about the 4th receiver coming through the basic area. We see he eventually catches the pass, and that's the key that makes this Oakland Raiders offense, when it gets going well, so difficult. You take away Brown, you take away Wright, you take away Porter, you're physical, you're stopping Charlie Garner, then there's Doug Jolly to take care of.
Well, 62 yards are already a career high. We're still in the first half. 47 of San Diego, 1st and 10. Here comes Harrison, and a little push pass by Gannon as he hits Garner, and he then takes it for 12 down to the 35 of San Diego. A shovel pass, whatever it was effective because they got the first down.
Well, we talked about the Nextel halftime show. Dan Marino was a master at this very thing. You don't have to move far to be an effective scrambler. Gannon just kind of squirted ahead to get away from Rodney Harrison and just sort of flips the ball to Charlie Garner. Good defensive call with the blitz by Harrison. Better execution by Gannon getting away from the blitz.
Garner's had a terrific season. 35 of San Diego. It is a first down for the Raiders. And here comes Charlie Garner running outside. Gets around Jammer, then knocked out of bounds by Harrison. Harrison, you may recall in that first game, had a big hit on Jerry Rice, with which sent him to the league office and a fine of over $100,000. This time he knocks on the door of Charlie Garner.
And it was against Jerry Rice. I'll tell you what, if this was against Jerry Porter and not Jerry Rice, I'm not sure if it's a fine and the suspension happens, but credit that one as a cumulative hits kind of an award for an unpaid vacation by Harrison.
He's got a reputation.
But so far, Tim Brown with only 1 catch so far for the Raiders.
2nd down 4, 29-yard line of San Diego. Gannon to Tyrone Wheatley. And then grabbed in the play by Lieber, who is a rookie linebacker. Flag was thrown in that fray, as you saw.
That will be a hold against the Raiders.
There are some great matchups today. Offensive line of Oakland, defensive line of San Diego. Marcellus Wiley and Lincoln Kennedy, one of those interesting matchups.
It's basically, it's physical against style.
Offense, number 63. 10-yard penalty. Repeat the down. Second down.
That matchup is a case of Lincoln Kennedy, a great big tackle going against Marcellus Wiley, who for the San Diego Chargers is kind of a thin-hipped, thin-waisted, big, fast defensive lineman. And it's kind of a chess game. It's a matter of technique. It's a matter of strength. And if Lincoln has his way, he will lay on you. But when he lays on you for four quarters, by the end of the game, you are spent.
Looks like it's been a draw so far.
Absolutely.
2nd and 14 from the 39 with the penalty in tow. Gannon winding up, going deep down the side, looking for Rice. Started by the rookie Jammer. No yellow on the field, incomplete pass. And Jammer has covered Rice twice in this first half very well.
Remember what I said earlier, yeah. Quentin Jammer was very impressed with Jerry Rice last time, and so far Rice has 1 catch, and they've thrown to him 7 times. So Quentin Jammer had trouble with Jerry Rice, but he's doing a pretty good job covering number 80.
That was
number 80's not getting much.
No.
Look at Kennedy and Wiley and protection, and that's why this line is so good. But it's also why this offense has had such a hard time, as the defense is making the big plays when it has to.
Gannon empties the backfield on 3rd and 14 from the 39. Here comes Wiley. Gannon fires a pass to the side where it's caught by Marcus Knight. Out of bounds. Jammer was there. Had to get to the 25. And he picks up 8. Did he get into field goal range with that completion? Yes, he did. Here comes Janikowski.
Anything within 55 yards is inside of Janikowski's range. And this will be well inside of 55. It'll be more like about 47, 48-yard field goal for Janikowski. And he's got the strongest leg in this game right now.
He's already kicked a 51-yard field goal this afternoon.
The key on a long field goal, penetration inside and get your hands up for the block.
49-yard try. Leckler to hold. And he has the distance, but not the accuracy. Missing wide. And now San Diego's got some pretty decent field position with that miss.
Yeah, they got a little oomph.
Yeah.
You know, a little oomph for the defense. You know, Bill Callahan's kicker misses, and, you know, the offense high-fives the defense as they run off the field. And Sebastian Janikowski, you saw plenty of leg. I mean, this had been good from about 55, 60 yards. It was the aim that was a little bit off, and it gave the San Diego offense this opportunity and a chance to get a little momentum and something working going into the end of this half.
And there is no wind this afternoon here. It is a perfect day for kicking or throwing or whatever.
Like I said earlier, this is football weather. I laugh when I hear 25 degrees and windy. It's football weather. Not if you grew up down here, folks.
Not if you got to play in it.
Yeah, not if you have a choice.
From the 39, 1st and 10. Breeze wanting to go deep and does. Down the side, almost caught, incomplete, looking for Eric Parker.
That was a nice job by Terrence Shaw. Never turned around for the ball, watching the receiver's eyes, waving his arms and keeping him away from the ball. Look at Terrence Shaw. Never really knows where it is, but gets a hand up there inside of Eric Parker's hands.
Raiders last week beat the Jets 26-20. San Diego in overtime took care of Denver 30-27. 3 overtime wins for San Diego this season. That ties an NFL record.
That's Marty Schottenheimer's influence. This team has won the close games this year because of the man standing on the sideline for the Chargers.
2nd down and 10 from the 39. Woodson comes up from his safety, and here goes Tomlinson careening off one Raider after another, picking up 6. Up to the 45, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Remember, Kevin, this is what San Diego does best, but keep taking those shots down the field. You got Tomlinson, but you got hurt corners on the other side.
I loaded our new MP3 player last night with all of her favorite songs.
Gateway PCs feature Intel Pentium 4 processors.
Introducing the new 215 horsepower Chrysler PT Turbo.
You really think the Bionic Woman would beat the $6 million man in a foot race? Yeah, she would. She was smaller, so she's more aerodynamic.
With lightning quick acceleration, you can go from 0 to 60 in the blink of a bionic eye.
6 mil. Yeah, now what was she? 3, 4.5 tops?
Guys, it was a TV show. They're not real.
Hold on a second. You know what I was thinking? What if they had a kid? That'd be one fast kid.
PT Turbo. It'll really have you thinking fast.
Two faces in the news, a big city mayor who couldn't laugh his way out of trouble, and an actress who's put her troubles behind her. Tonight on 60 Minutes.
Coming up in the next halftime report, join Jim, Dion, Dan, Boomer, scores and highlights. And I'm telling you what, there were some shockers today. Houston winning in Pittsburgh. Kansas City's on a roll in the AFC West. A lot of interesting scores up next on the Nextel halftime report. What about Cleveland coming from behind to win?
On the last play to Quincy Morgan, 50-yarder. Hey, Eric Parker, Kevin, has caught 3 balls, all of them on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 4. We're at the 2-minute warning from the 45. Drew Brees. Fake to Tomlinson, a block by McIntosh, and a pass incomplete and intercepted on the deflection, picked off by Rod Woodson. That's his 6th of the season. He is number 2 in the NFL. And it's the 2nd time that Brees has been picked off today.
There, Rashae Caldwell got held by Torrey James, who was back on the field at corner for the Oakland Raiders. Nothing was called, and the Chargers spent too much time complaining and pointing about the hold and forgot about the interception.
Chargers have 2 takeaways today. They're now plus 11 on the season.
There's our matchup right there. Torrey James won't let Rashae Caldwell go. Throws the arms up sideways, which usually for most officials should say, oh, gee, he wasn't holding, was he? And then Rod Woodson gets through.
They're going to review the play. We're
inside. It's got to be for the catch.
We're inside 2 minutes. And so it is a press box officials booth replay.
And what they have to be looking at is Rod Woodson catching that ball.
Right.
How he got it, how he trapped it, and where exactly it was when he got the ball.
Rod Woodson, just by himself, just as a individual player, has 9 takeaways this season. If that holds, 6 interceptions and 3 fumble recoveries. Not bad for one guy.
Well, since day one, there's a reason he was on the all-75th anniversary NFL team. I mean, that has been his strong suit.
We're reviewing the play to see if indeed the defensive player had possession of the ball prior to hitting the ground.
Well, I don't think they can review it for one real reason. Watch this angle we have. The ball comes in. You never really see what happened on the football field, where the ball was, and whether or not Rod Woodson has it. I mean, he's got it now. Here's the all-22 from upstairs. You know, there's Rod Woodson. Where's he going to go, and where's the ball going to go?
Ooh. And that looks very close, too. He's down around his shoestring.
He's snatching that one right off the blades of the grass, but there's nothing definitive. Remember, there's got to be something screaming to our officials, to Dick Hantack, that call on the field was incorrect. And the only thing screaming to Dick Hantack is, I have nothing that's definitive. It's the deflection of that pass. Torrey James, Rashae Caldwell complaining about the hold. There's no look at having the trap, whether it was a catch, whether it was a skip, a bounce. So it should be a short review. And one thing unusual about our stadium setup here today is we talked about the crowd being a little crazy at a Charger-Raider game. The review tents are well away from the stands and away from the fans on the sidelines. Well, there have been 74 overturned. This won't be one of them. I mentioned about where this review stuff is set up. Normally, it's right up against the wall. Well, look at the space here between sort of If you're Dick Hantak, us and them.
There is no clear visual evidence that the ball was not intercepted by the defender. First down, Oakland.
Again, the call on the field is everything. Had they ruled that an incompletion, not an interception, they couldn't have proved it was an interception. So it goes, goes both ways. 67 all time for Rod Woodson. Most of his career spent with Pittsburgh, then Baltimore, and now here.
And everyone in front of him, as he will be too, Hall of Famers.
Yep. So on the second interception by Breeze, although on a ricochet, Raiders at the 49, 1st and 10.
Rich Gannon changing the play.
Oakland has 2 timeouts. Outside they go. Jerry Rice, his second reception of the day, slithering for 6, grabbed by Harrison to the San Diego 45.
You ever squeezed a little bead of mercury?
Yeah.
At times that's what kind of getting this Oakland Raider offense between your fingers is like, because they can adjust. That was a Jerry Rice adjustment to Rich Gannon's audible.
2nd down and 4 from the 45. Being chased by a host of Chargers, and he gets out of bounds, preserving his timeout. McNeil there to shove him out of bounds. Picks up a 1st down. He's to the Charger 36.
And Kevin, the reason this game was 10-7 and the Raiders were being so frustrated was Junior Seau and the San Diego Chargers defense was squeezing that little bead of mercury. And Rodney Harrison was finding a way to be physical. And the corners like Jammer were finding a way to be aggressive. Well, the last couple plays, San Diego hasn't been too aggressive. They've been actually pretty passive.
And right before halftime, this is a pretty important possession and perhaps defensive stand as you go on both sides of the ball. 1st and 10, 36. Whoops.
Charlie was leaving and Sims was backing up. And Junior Seau was helping him call that penalty.
False start. Offense, number 56. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
See, just when these officials maybe need a little help,
correction,
it's always good to have Junior Seau around, because there you go. I talked about the pom-poms and the cheerleader and be emotional. That's what this Charger defense needs. Get that emotion back and be aggressive. That's your strength.
13 years in the NFL for Seau. 1st and 15, push it back to the 41. Kennedy with the good block on Wiley. Dump it outside. Garner is drilled by Alex Molden. And a gain of about 1.5 yards, and that's it. Molden played that well.
And down the field, the rest of the defense played it equally well and equally aggressive. That's how you really frustrate this Oakland Raider defense. You get in their grill, you get right in their face, and you make them work for everything they get.
2nd down, 14. He dumps it incomplete. Flag is down at the 38. 2 timeouts remaining for the Oakland Raiders and 2 for San Diego. This is against Oakland.
Little false start.
Look at Mark Trestman there with that card, the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, trust me, there's nothing on that card that says 2nd and 17, I do.
What?
I try to get half of my penalty yardage back is what I do.
Illegal motion. Offense, number 81. Penalty is declined. 3rd down.
Well, Tim Brown has been very absent. He hasn't been thrown to since the 2nd play of the game.
Well, yeah, when I think of the Raiders, though, making mistakes, I think of a wounded animal theory. Don't relax against Oakland. Don't relax around Tim Brown. Don't relax around Porter and Rice. This is when they're the most dangerous. This is when they pop the big plays.
Both teams have 5 penalties. 3rd and 14 from the 40. Gannon winds and throws, and it's caught on the side by Rice. He's got the 1st down. Working on the rookie Jammer. It's a 15-yard pickup on 3rd and 14 to the 25.
Do you want to know exactly how dangerous Jerry Rice can be when he's wounded, when this offense is frustrated? Well, the secret is, most of the time, this offense does not get frustrated. Jerry's been around so long and been as successful as he is because he knows about 8 different ways to do the same thing. That was way number 5.
Raiders well within Janikowski field goal range. 1st and 10 from the 25. 2 timeouts remaining. 46 seconds on the 2nd quarter clock. Gannon, here comes Wiley. The ball deflected, ricocheted, incomplete.
See, Kevin, the key here really is you talk about these points at the end of a half. whether it's 3 or it's 7, or if it's 0. Have recall when we get in the second half. Remember these points. Remember that turnover.
Holding. Offense. Number 72. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
He held Wiley.
Yeah, it was Lincoln Kennedy working against Wiley, and it brings back, remember these points in this turnover. Because nowadays, it used to be, Bill Callahan would be the first one to tell you that, you know, it used to be 5 or 6 plays that determined a game. So often now, it's one play. Is it the holding penalty you just saw against Lincoln Kennedy? Is it the interception by Rod Woodson? Somewhere there's a one play that makes the difference.
I'll push it back to the 35 where it's 1st and 20. Gannon. Rayleigh Johnson had him, but Garner got the pass, and there he goes on the run, a block by Rice, and he's down to the 11-yard line of San Diego. A sensational run after the short throw by Gannon, and Charlie Garner races 24 yards with a little blocking help from Jerry Rice along the way.
Or is the big play, the poise and execution of Rich Gannon, the blocking of the offensive line on a screen in front of Charlie Garner, and his ability to make the difference once he gets the ball in his hand, and the old guy, Jerry Rice, out there in front of it all, making a key block.
Shy of the 10, so it's 1st and 10. They can't get a first down. Brown is on the move. Gannon. Blocked by Kennedy. Incomplete. Looking for John Ritchie, the fullback. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Clock at 28 seconds. And again, the Raiders with 2 timeouts. And San Diego with 2 timeouts.
You're looking at probably the biggest difference of this team is Rich Gannon and the execution he's had this year. And Bill Callahan and Mark Trestman on the Raiders sideline. Gannon's sort of the extension of their game plan when it comes time to execute at times like this. This they executed from day 1 at training camp. They worked on these plays for the last 6 months. This is payoff time.
Interception by Woodson set up this. 2nd down and 10 at the 11. Gannon. And here comes Carson. And Wiley in the pass caught by Tim Brown inside the 5. Maybe a little frustration there as he spiked that ball. His 2nd reception of the day. 2nd time they have thrown to him. He's inside the 3. Where it's 3rd and a couple.
A gain of 9 yards.
21 seconds to play before halftime and 2 Raider timeouts.
You know, a normal defense or offense, if you're a defense in this situation, you're looking at tight ends and power football. You could see 3-4 wides in this situation for the Raiders.
Wheatley is in. 3rd and long. 1 to go. They didn't get a first down on this. Gannon. A block by Ritchie, incomplete. To Rice, the coverage by Jammer.
Tim Brown was open early. Rich Gannon just couldn't get him the ball fast enough in the flat with a quick arrow, a quick strike.
San Diego's defense holds the Raiders out of the end zone into a 3-point try.
Jerry Rice clears inside. Brown is outside. He's open. Gannon can't go with it, but I'll say it again. In the second half, an hour and a half from now, folks, remember these 3 points.
20-yard field goal try by Janikowski. And the Raiders do cash in on the Woodson interception. All going out a touchdown like they were aiming for. They do put 3 on the board in a game like this. That could be huge. And they lead it 13-7.
Raiders 13, Chargers 7.
Janikowski kicks his 2nd field goal of the day, his first one of 51 yards. Next Saturday, beginning at 1 Eastern, it's the CBS Sports Spectacular, the Jeep King of the Mountain World Professional Skiing and Snowboarding Championship Series. Then at 2 Eastern, it's the doubleheader of college basketball. Florida taking on defending champion Maryland, who lost yesterday, by the way, to Notre Dame. And Michigan State taking on Kentucky. That's next Saturday, right here on CBS.
I don't know who makes it look easier, the basketball players or the skiers and snowboarders.
I was up in Portland, Oregon yesterday doing Oregon, Kansas, and they got 2 Lukes up there, Luke Jackson and Luke Ridnow, and they make it look real easy.
How about Luke Walton at Arizona?
Boy, he's a sensational passer for a big man, just like his dad.
And for those young people out there playing sports, you can't ask for a better example of how important fundamentals are at every level, whether it's here in the NFL or in basketball or baseball or golf. Luke Walton's probably the most fundamentally sound players in the whole country, and his success is based in it. Much like Jerry Rice's success in football is based on his attention to the details and the fundamentals of the game.
I think every young player looks for those things. They look for a mentor to teach them those foundations of their play.
Not enough are taught it.
Right.
They're looking for it. They're just not taught it enough.
Who taught you?
I had some great coaches in high school. Steve Butler, my head football coach. Bill Leeds, my track coach and athletic director at Crespi High, were fabulous. And they started me on that road to fundamentals and techniques.
Janikowski on the ground. And Jenkins will let it bounce by. I mean, not let it bounce by, but it does bounce by. He gets it inside the 5. Then he's doused by Tim Johnson. Well, speaking of Randy Cross's background, congratulations are in order to Randy Cross. On Wednesday, he was honored during the 2nd annual President's All-Alumni Reunion at Crespi Carmelite High School in Encino, California. Of course, Randy was a football standout at Crespi, 68 to 72, and later
nice
at
hair.
UCLA. Yeah, nice. And of course, he held the national shot put record at that time too in high school. And rumor has it he had time to attend some classes.
Every once in a while. Actually, I didn't hold the national record. I won the state, and I won a national meet. But it was a great career. Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
It was a great story. I was on a roll there. I was on a roll.
Well, so are these teams.
Especially the Raiders.
Thanks for mentioning this.
Yes.
Marty Schottenheimer and his football team, I think,
Oakland
facing uphill
their second
here.
charge timeout. This is a 30-second timeout.
Well, they got him. Why not use them?
Well, why not give them a chance to make a mistake?
Absolutely.
Bad snap.
And overhead, Qualcomm Stadium this afternoon, one of America's most enduring images, the Goodyear blimp Spirit of America, providing these aerial views of today's game. And not a more picturesque city to find the blimp in than San Diego.
From that blimp, you can see Mexico, Arizona, parts of Oregon.
Yeah. And on a clear night, if there is such a thing here in California, Los Angeles, the lights of Los Angeles at night. Look at that. Great shot.
Yeah, see the Hollywood signs up there in the upper right.
Raiders have a timeout.
Come out.
And they want to call another timeout with 2 seconds to play. What do you think of this?
Well, you ever get like that little thorn underneath your nail? You can't quite get that last little piece out. This is kind of the Raiders and Bill Callahan being that little piece of thorn to the San Diego Chargers. Just in the off chance. I mean, strategy is good. People trying to see if, Marty Schottenheimer's team will make a mistake.
San Diego and Oakland are tied for first place in the AFC West, and that 7-6 record by Kansas City is reflective of their drilling the St. Louis Rams today. Denver is playing right now against the Jets in the Meadowlands.
And the division record is the one to pay attention to, which comes down to being a real tiebreaker when all things are said and done. But the Raiders win this outright, and they got the clear road to the title.
Breeze will get the snap from his rookie free agent center Jason Ball, and that'll be it. And some chatting after that play. John Perella, who played from '94 to last year with San Diego, number 97 there for the Raiders, having a conversation with some of his ex-teammates. Drew Brees throws 2 interceptions. Now let's go downstairs to Beasley Reese.
Coach, just give me your quick impressions of the first half.
We've had far too many penalties, put ourselves in tough situations. We're continuing the battle. We're within a touchdown of being on the lead.
Thank you, Coach.
5 penalties on the San Diego Chargers. That's the end of the first half with the score. Oakland 13-7 over San Diego. Jim, Dion, Dan, and Boomer will be along from our studio after this. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Survivors remain, and they'll compete for the ultimate prize. Only 2 episodes left, so don't miss a minute.
The circus has come to town.
All new Survivors, CBS Thursday.
Discover the difference on The Early Show.
Everybody's got a little cheap adventure in them. Isn't it time you let yours out?
Now during Jeep Adventure Days you can, because during this factory-authorized limited-time opportunity, you can get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Jeep Grand Cherokee and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Plus get our 770 powertrain limited warranty. No one else gives you all that. So hurry to your Jeep dealer and find the Jeep Adventure in you. Check one out today.
Whether they're building a snowman or walking to school, it's important to keep our children bundled up. And to help kids and their families all across West Michigan chase away the chills, the 3 Cares team is joining forces with the Salvation Army to share the warmth.
Drop off new or gently used winter wear at West Michigan area Menards, Standard Federal Bank, or Miller Auditorium. New coats will be provided by Meyer.
And if you or someone you know needs a coat this winter, simply visit the Salvation Army for a free coat voucher. Because 3 Cares, we can all share the warmth.
I can't sleep, Mom. There are monsters in my closet.
I have an idea. There, honey. Feel safe?
Now the monsters are into the caravan.
No, they aren't. I'll show you.
Dodge Caravan. A feeling of security no matter what lies ahead.
Told you so.
Sure. Let's hide under the minivan. Great idea.
See Monsters, Inc. now on DVD and in the Dodge Caravan. Get a no extra charge DVD player on Caravan ES, plus Dodge's 770 powertrain limited warranty.
Win great prizes. Play Pigskin Picks at WWMT.com. This is a News 3 update.
Hello, West Michigan. I'm Diane Daniels from News 3 with this halftime update. One of America's most wanted was in court today. Patrick Gleason was arrested last night. He was found asleep in his minivan in Daytona Beach, Florida. Police say he had a gun, and he was arrested without incident. He's wanted for the shooting death of his girlfriend, 43-year-old Dina Fugelseth. She was found in her Holland area home after Thanksgiving. He's also wanted for parental kidnapping. His 2 children have not been found yet. If you have any information, you're asked to call the tip line numbers on the screen.
And it looks like tonight we will have some lake effect snow showers, then some clearing skies, lows in the teens. Tomorrow we'll have some sunshine and 28.
All right, join us tonight for News 3.
Come on, we got a show, people. We got a show.
The designers at Chrysler invite you to preview our holiday collection, a national event featuring our latest styles and designs, where you can get 0% financing on the always cool, always versatile Chrysler PT Cruiser. Plus, get the added security of our 770 powertrain limited warranty. So consider this your invitation and see your Chrysler dealer today.
For cool tools and great gifts, shop Menards. Tool organizers by Bucket Boss make great stocking stuffers. Choose from a cell phone holster or these 3 other holders for just $3.88 each. A bucket organizer or these 4 other handy organizers are $5.88 each. Get a grip with quick grip clamps. A 2-inch handy clamp is $2.99. A 6-inch ratcheting bar clamp is $7.99. Can't decide? Give a Menard gift card.
Tis the season to be jolly on Caroline. Next time, red carpet queen Joan Rivers, hunky actor Aidan Quinn, soprano star Federico Castelluccio, plus
our single girl. She's having trouble finding the right guy. I'm going to help her.
Next Caroline.
Monday morning at 10. Scores, highlights, and all the action. News 3 Sports.
Side. Up here.
That looks like a rush.
It's murder in midair.
He died in the sky.
And find out why the neighbor from hell is driving CSI up a tree.
Regular Mr. Rogers.
All new CSI. Then a father and child disappear.
Nothing this guy's wife told us checks out.
And a baffling mystery unfolds.
Before 1990, Greg Pritchard didn't exist.
All new Without a Trace after CSI, CBS Thursday.
CBS Sports presents the Nextel Halftime Report. Nextel, bringing you wireless solutions.
Come on inside here.
What was that about?
Nextel Halftime Report. You okay down there, fellas?
Strange.
We're here for you, baby. All right, Dan, Dion, and Boomer, they are indeed here, and the Raiders here at halftime, leading 13-7 as Gannon, 166 yards on pace for that 10th 300-yard game, which will be an all-time NFL record.
Started off a little slow, but you know what? Drew Brees and LaDainian Thompson. Brees with only 83 yards passing, Tomlinson 27 yards rushing. But Janikowski has been the difference. 2 field goals, 1 of 51 and 1 of 20. It's going to come down maybe to a field goal, and this is the man to do it. Where's he from?
Florida State.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
man. We're looking enthusiasm, Boomer. Florida State.
All right, they're really moving along. Meanwhile, at the Meadowlands, Giant Stadium, 6 minutes to go, third quarter, and the Broncos lead it 13-9.
Right at the end of the first half, Brian Greasy drops back and finds Ashley Lalee for a touchdown. And I'll tell you, the Jets came back, kicked the field goal at the beginning of the second half, 13-9 now. But the Broncos offense has been steamrolling the Jet defense.
All right, and up in Seattle, the Eagles at halftime, 20-6 advantage over the Seahawks. Hasselbeck, so hot the last 2 weeks, picked twice in the first half. The Saints, Deuce gets in from a yard out, leading 20-7 at the Ravens. And Detroit and Arizona Lions lead it, although James Stewart had a real low light for the Lions in that game, fumbling at the goal line. How about the Bills today and the Patriots?
Drew Bledsoe, 4 interceptions, did not have a good homecoming to Foxborough. Tom Brady, 2 touchdowns on the day to 10 different receivers. He's 4-0 versus Buffalo in his 4 starts.
Peyton Manning, 3 picks on the day, but you know what? Steve McNair playing Simon Says. I'm going to John Simon. 42 yards for the touch, puts us up 7-0. Then Eddie George, 2nd touchdown on the day, barrels up the gut, 7 yards for 6 yards.
Hey, the Texans shocked the Steelers with 47 total yards offense by Houston. They win.
But 5 takeaways by the Houston defense right here. The second of Aaron Glenn's interception returns for touchdowns as the Texans shocked the Steelers.
And here's the play of the day.
Tim Couch, a good second half, right? Or no time left, throws up the Hail Mary. Quincy Morgan for a touchdown. Tell us about your heroics, Tim.
It's a long shot to make a play like that, but, you know, I think the guys in the huddle believed in, you know, we still had a shot to throw it up, and as long as there's time on the clock, we're going to play till the end.
All right, the Bengals made the Panthers look like Super Bowl champions.
52 points, most ever given up by a Cincinnati Bengal team. Too many highlights to show. We'd be here all night.
Michael Vick on 140 total yards, but Brad Johnson, 4 touchdowns on the day, 2 to Jairus Vicious.
Priest Holmes, 24th touchdown of the year. Kansas City dominates.
And how about this? The Niners win the NFC West with this comeback win.
17 seconds left. Who else you going to? Terrell Owens, 2nd one on the day for the touch and the victory.
Yeah, and our man Tiki Barber goes over 1,000 yards rushing as the Giants go into Washington and beat the Redskins 27-21.
Just when my trio of football legends were riding off Fossil and the Giants, they pull out the win today. And yes, they have a glimmer of hope.
Genius. You know it all, buddy.
Thanks for being with us on the Nextel halftime report.
CBS Sports presents the Nextel halftime report. Nextel, bringing you wireless solutions.
CBS Friday.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Everyone's favorite reindeer returns. Then meet the new reindeer in town, Robbie. Starring the voices of Ben Stiller.
I have got it.
Britney Spears. Leah Remini.
Robbie, let's not beat around the bush.
Brad Garrett.
Let's get to work.
Jerry Stiller.
Hi-ya!
And many more. The fun's all here, CBS Friday.
There's an easier way to get the gear the pros wear this holiday season. Call 877-NFL-SHOP for the biggest selection of authentic NFL gear. For your free team catalog, call 877-NFL-SHOP or go to NFL Shop on NFL.com.
This is the weight room.
This is Charles Woodson of the Oakland Raiders. Charles helps the United Way build stronger communities by supporting fitness and nutritional programs that help kids succeed.
This exercise right here develops upper body strength.
So how much can you bench?
But there's other aspects to physical fitness. There's cardiovascular, there's flexibility.
So how much can you bench?
You know, bench about 340 pounds.
My dad can bench more than that. So can my dad.
Great.
My dad can, too.
CBS Sports presents the Nextel halftime report. Nextel, bringing you wireless solutions.
First place at stake in the AFC West. We'll return to San Diego after this message from your local station. You're watching the National Football League on CBS.
Catch the King of Queens, Monday on CBS. It's all here.
Come on, we got a show, people. We got a show.
The designers at Chrysler invite you to preview our holiday collection. A national event featuring 0% financing for 60 months on most of our collection of stylish head-turning minivans. Or generous cash allowances up to $3,500. In addition, you'll receive a leather trim seating credit on select models. So consider this your invitation and see your Chrysler dealer today.
Head down to Applebee's for our new all-you-can-eat nights and choose from 3 endless entrees. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll keep it coming. All-you-can-eat nights at Applebee's. Eating good in the neighborhood.
Hey, Don! Hey, what's up? You going to Tommy's party? I can't. I'm working. Oh.
The Dodge SXTs. 4 cool cars. And you won't have to work 2 jobs just to buy one.
Don, you made it!
I like your hat.
Grab Dodge's 770 powertrain limited warranty. Ford, Chevy, and Toyota don't match it.
Everybody's got a little Jeep adventure in them. Isn't it time you let yours out? Now during Jeep Adventure Days you can, because during this factory-authorized limited-time opportunity, you can get 0% APR financing on Jeep Liberty, or get a $1,000 cash allowance, and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Plus get our 770 powertrain limited warranty. No one else gives you all that. So hurry to your Jeep dealer and find the Jeep Adventure in you. Check one out today.
Win great prizes. Play Pigskin Picks at WWMT.com.
We're at halftime with the Raiders on top of the San Diego Chargers. Moments ago, Beasley Reese caught up with Raider coach Bill Callahan.
Coach, what did you say to the guys in the locker room? That's a good first half of football.
Yeah, it is. It's an excellent half, in fact. We got to come out and duplicate the same type of effort we had in the first half. Our run defense was outstanding, and controlling and containing number 21 is going to be the key to the second half.
You've got some injuries at cornerback. Any concern there?
Well, obviously, you know, our entire secondary didn't practice the whole week, and we're concerned, but I think Chuck's doing a great job mixing the coverages right now.
Thank you, Coach.
Chuck is Chuck Bresnahan, the defensive coordinator of the Raiders.
And the Raiders are doing a good job making San Diego be something they aren't. Drew Brees has passed the ball 20 times already. He only threw it 25 times last time they played. And Tomlinson's got 27 yards. Last time he was the difference.
Janikowski's kickoff goes by good speed and out of bounds at about the 7 or 8. Ronnie Jenkins drilled on the play by reserve running back Randy Jordan. Nice special teams play by Jordan, and through 30 minutes of football, here are some of the numbers.
And I talk about being something you're not, and San Diego is a running team. San Diego is trying to take advantage of the fact that Bill Callahan doesn't have healthy defensive backs. They don't have healthy corners. Well, you're not a down-the-field passing team. What you are is a team that beats people up with a big physical offensive line in LaDainian Tomlinson, and you let Drew Brees throw off play action where he can pick his spots. He's 9 of 20 in the first half.
Now from the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. The pitch out goes to Tomlinson. A block by McCrary. A tackle made by Romanowski at about the 24. It's a gain of 4. Setting up 2nd down and 6 to go. And Romanowski with some words after the play.
Well, that's just Bill Romanowski being the tough physical football player that he is. I know a lot of people say he's cheap and a lot of people say he's dirty. Most of those people are tight ends, wide receivers, and running backs that run into Bill Romanowski, because that's the kind of way you've got to treat a LaDainian Tomlinson. You've got to go after him, and when you meet him, you've got to meet him with some intent to drive him backwards.
2nd and 6 from the 24. Brees, the short drop and the quick throw, right on the money, caught by Eric Parker. He was brought down by Dorsett. Gain of 10, 1st down to the 33.
That's another example of what the Chargers are. They're not throwing down the field. What they are is Drew Brees being accurate, and Drew Brees getting the short passing game to go with his running game. Marty Schottenheimer's football team has gotten to 8-4 and gotten into this tie in the AFC West division by being more physical usually than the other teams. Right now, the Raiders are much more physical than the Chargers.
Charles Woodson out today with an injury on the 34, 1st and 10. Good block by Tomlinson. Outside it goes to tight end Josh Norman and the rookie free agent out of Oklahoma, galloping down the side to the Raider 40-yard line. It's only his 12th catch of the season. He picks up a career-high 27 yards on the play and a first down for San Diego.
Nice job by Drew Brees of recognizing what his play action sets up, and that's a wide open Norman tight end, basically in a wide receiver spot, because the Chargers came into this game with only 3 healthy wide receivers. They have to use the former Oklahoma Sooner as a wide receiver.
There's James Lofton, a good guy to be tutoring those receivers and tight ends. 1st and 10 from the 40. Dwight is on the move. Brees is with his offense as well. Tomlinson trying to follow a block by Michael Keithley, who is now in on that offensive line, number 61. So some changes for the San Diego Chargers. And a gain on the play of 4, setting up 2nd down and 6. Keithley is 2 years out of TCU.
And if that's what works, if that's what gets this offense going, is to change the offensive line up a little bit, then so be it. Finotti wasn't at right tackle, been called a couple times for holding. He's not in there now.
2nd down and 6 from the 36. Tomlinson, who just on that last play broke a Charger single-season rushing record that was previously held by Netrone Means. So Tomlinson has had that kind of season. 1,354 yards. He had a great season last year in 2001, as you can see. And then Marion Butts began it all in 1990.
And that's through about 12 and a half games.
Right.
He is going to shatter that record. It would be kind of ironic if the Chargers stopped the game, kind of like Tim Brown on Monday night, where they stopped the game for his 1,000th.
Yeah.
A little 5-minute break here. Sorry, just take a rest.
3rd down and 5. Jets didn't like that at all from the Raider 35. Outside it goes. Reeled in by tight end Steven Alexander. It's a gain of 4, about a yard shy of a first down, as they chipped away at that Raider defense to the 31.
This is an incredibly important drive, I think, obviously for the Chargers, but also for Drew Brees. This is a drive where you've seen the young quarterback give the ball to Tomlinson and then take what the defense is giving him. If the defense is going to be a wall in front of Marty Schottenheimer's running backs and quarterback, make your living on the edges. And right now they're making their living on the edges on 4th down.
4th and 1 from the Raider 31. Justin Peele, the tight end, in motion. Tomlinson, McCrary a block. And no place to run, no place to hide. Anthony Dorsett knocks him down, but he had a contingent with him, led by linebacker Eric Barton. And so on a change of possession, stopping him on 4th and 1, the Raiders take over.
There's times to live on the edges. It's not 4th down. You run straight ahead.
So, how was Florida?
Nice.
A lot of pretty girls on the beach?
Yep.
Probably wearing bikinis, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty girls in bikinis.
Right now, fly Southwest Airlines for just $39 to $99 each way when you purchase by December 12th. So get packing.
You are now free to move about the country.
Hey, look, it's only $1.
Don't waste your money.
Freeze! Pam needs a second opinion. Luckily, T-Mobile has a camera phone that doesn't cost a fortune. Carry on.
The ivory toad of Shanghai.
Can I borrow a buck?
Introducing the $100 camera phone, only from T-Mobile.
Get me.
Okay, guys, get this bird put away and we're done for the day. With a new available Power Stroke diesel, 5-speed automatic torque shift transmission, and the most torque and horsepower of any diesel pickup, F-Series Super Duty goes way beyond just getting the job done. F-Series, the best-selling truck on the planet, is built for tough.
The Amazing Race takes off to Vietnam.
We be in Saigon.
Now, one false move could mean a team's elimination. All new Amazing Race, CBS Wednesday.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
After their defense stopped the San Diego Chargers on 4th and 1, the Raider offense takes over from the 34. 1st and 10. They try to dump it away. The pressure was coming up the middle from Jason Fisk. And there is no yellow on the field, although Gannon is pleading his case with our referee Dick Hantak. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Let's see what set up this Raider possession.
Well, the way you want to go about it is straight ahead. You want to go this way. What the Raiders did was DeLawrence Grant working at the right defensive end. Look at the job he does. Williams can't hook him. McCrary can't lead block him. And the reason Dorsett can get up there and force that way is Lawrence Grant does a textbook job of stringing out a play.
2nd down and 10 from the 34. Gannon, 2nd option. And that's the tight end, Jolly, who's had a career day, breaking 1 tackle, then racing to the side where Marcellus Wiley ushers him out of bounds. 9-yard pickup, close to a 1st down, up at about the 43-yard line. His 4th catch and a career-high 71 yards today.
And one thing San Diego has to be extremely aware of right now is the Raiders' ability on a first possession of a half. When they get that ball in the first possession of a half, the last 4 games in a row, they've scored a touchdown. They know how to set the pace and the tempo of a half.
Good snap. 3rd down and 1, shy of the 43. Short drop and outside he goes. Ryan McNeil is over there covering Tim Brown, who makes the grab, gets the 1st down, and is to the Charger 48 on 3rd and 1. He picks up 9.
You know, what else can you say besides great play, Oakland Raiders? Gannon throws it in a great spot. Tim Brown catches the ball falling away, and Ryan McNeil has nothing to be ashamed of. He's exactly where he was supposed to be. There's certain plays and certain passes that are indefensible.
Ritchie and Garner in the eye from the Charger 48, 1st and 10. Charlie Garner. There's a block by Collins. He tries to go outside. Alex Molden played that well, shutting the door, shutting the corner. Keith Weil was there on the play. A loss of about a yard on the play. 2nd down. We'll call it a long 10, short 11.
You know, one place I'm surprised Charlie Garner and the Raiders haven't done more business is inside against this San Diego defense. You know, they lost Jamal Williams last week on a cheap shot by Steve Herndon, the Denver Broncos offensive lineman, and that really weakened them inside. And it's somewhere you got to figure, if you're Charlie Garner and you're this Raiders line, you've got to really come back and do a little recall and test that defense inside for the Chargers.
2nd down 11 inside the 49. Across the middle, dropped. Tough day for Rice. He's had a lot of balls thrown his way, almost 10. Maybe that was number 9 thrown to him. He's only caught a couple. Last week against Denver, Jamal Williams was clipped by Stephen Herndon. Williams suffered a dislocated ankle, sidelining him for the rest of the season. Had surgery earlier this week.
That was the cheapest shot. The pregame show talked about it today. That's the cheapest shot I've seen in a long time.
How about
ends the guy's season? The heck, I mean, the Warren Sapp thing was just kind of unnecessary. That was clean and legit. That is chicken bleep.
I love it. He's emptied the backfield, but everybody's jumping, although Rayleigh Johnson is saying someone flinched. Now let's see if he was induced on that 3rd and 11 play.
Well, usually the inducing here can be done by Rich Gannon, and his voice alone can bring defenses off the line of scrimmage.
Defense, unabated, 96. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
3rd and 11 goes to foul, 3rd and 6.
Well, the guy to watch it is Rich Gannon himself. Watch his shoulders and his head. Watch him hunch and move. When he gets things going, that head and those shoulders move, those defensive ends are looking for those little keys. And that's his key. And Rayleigh said, I saw a key, I went.
Brett Favre does that well up in Green Bay. 3rd down and 6 with the penalty now inside the Charger 45.
The technical term is head bob.
Yes.
Usually a penalty on the quarterback.
Sims with a nice block, and time for Gannon, who slides one off to the side, dropped by fullback John Ritchie. And some shoving after the play. Raiders have got a punt, and that was a pretty important defensive stand for the San Diego Chargers.
Well, the defense has done their job today. With Rich Gannon and this offense coming into this game with the stats they've had, you know, Gannon coming in with the, you know, number of 300-yard games, 9 coming in, needing 1 more to set the all-time record for a season. you know, this defense has frustrated the Raiders offense.
And remember, the Chargers are number 27 in defense. The Raiders number 1 on offense. The punt to Dwight at the 15 from Leckler. Gets by the first wave, gets a block, being chased by Knight. And Leckler, the punter, bangs him out of bounds. But not after Tim Dwight, who came in that trade with Atlanta, returns at 38 yards. And that's exactly what the Chargers needed.
Charger fans got to be saying, what do you got for me now?
With its new available Power Stroke diesel and 5-speed automatic torque shift transmission that generates 560 pound-feet of torque and 325 horsepower, the Ford F-Series Super Duty pulls faster and easier than any other diesel pickup. Ford F-Series, the best-selling truck on the planet.
Well, guess that settles that.
Yep. It's built Ford tough.
Welcome to the kingdom.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No.
Simpsons talking watches, now only at Burger King. Just $2.39 each with the purchase of any value meal.
Cool your jets, man.
Burger.
Collect all 4. And our big double cheeseburger is just 99 cents. With 2 slices of melted cheese and 2 juicy flame-broiled patties. More beef than a Big and Tasty. Hurry, offers end soon.
What are these? Magic business binoculars. How do they work? You look through them, you see the future of business. Wow. The future sure looks different.
What do you see?
It's a 3D holographic projection of the world to come.
Things move fast. Everything's integrated. Everything works in real time.
How'd we get everything to work?
I don't know. It says I need another quarter.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 37. IBM, taking business to the next level with e-business on demand. And by Ford, the best-selling trucks are built Ford tough.
The picture of Santa in Balboa Park, which, by the way, was the original home of the Chargers back, what, 1960, early 60s sometime?
Well, Kevin, this is the second time San Diego's gotten the ball in Raiders territory to start. Last time they scored a touchdown.
47-yard line of the Raiders, 1st and 10. Tomlinson end around Dwight. Breeze throwing a block on Grant. Then upended. Wow, he was upended hard on the play by Torrey James. And a gain of 2 for Tim Dwight. That's his 10th carry as a wide receiver this season.
And he's sort of one of the missing guys out of that whole deal with the Michael Vick, LaDainian Tomlinson. You know, the rare win-win trade. You know, Atlanta's got to be ecstatic about Michael Vick. Maybe not today, but those Falcons are the team they are because of him. And with Tomlinson here and Tim Dwight here and getting, you know, Tomlinson meant they could draft Drew Brees. I mean, John Butler, the general manager here in San Diego, has built a very impressive talent pool.
45-yard line, 2nd down and 8. Tomlinson, there's the hole he's been searching for all day. Slashing up the middle to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15 yards by LaDainian Tomlinson. Woodson with the tackle.
Nothing real complicated. Take the ball and run straight ahead as fast as you can and show people why when you're getting stuffed for 2.5 a crack, they shouldn't get too excited about you being stopped running the ball. That was all about Kelvin Garman and Damian McIntosh just gashing the Raider defense, and that's also about seeing what LT can do as a running back, because you're not going to stop him for more than about a dozen stops.
That's what you've talked about all day. Go back to him and go to him again and again and again. A timeout taken by Breeze, and now San Diego is left with 2 halfway through the 3rd quarter. Chargers on the move, and they trail 13-7.
Change that to 6. I'm happy to meet him. Get Preeb on a plane today, okay? I need him here. I'll take the meeting, just keep it short. Well, just as long as I'm out by 7. Hang on a second. Thomas, did we get a new car?
Oh, no, sir. Your car is in for service. This is my car.
Surprise yourself with the simple elegance of the Ford Taurus. If you haven't looked at Ford lately, look again.
I have an apology to make for knitting you a present rather than buying something you'd enjoy. I thought each present was a little piece of me, a person who, I'm now told, isn't very good at knitting. I'm sorry. This year, I'm shopping at Staples. You should, too. They have the exciting technology gifts everyone wants. And this month, you can get free delivery from Staples.com. But you can't get a macrame mouse pad.
Holiday shopping? Done at Staples.
There seems to be a problem with Wendy's Bacon Swiss Cheeseburger and Wendy's Chicken Bacon Swiss. They each have hickory smoked bacon and Swiss, but which one do you choose?
Sir, you need to pick one. We're closing.
Wendy's, it's better here.
Why do I rent from Enterprise? For more cargo room. More people room. Or more headroom. Enterprise. So easy it's like having a second car. Or third.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Access NFL.com now on America Online. Get live game-day coverage and real-time stats at AOL keyword NFL.com.
It's a doubleheader. Upstart Florida takes on defending champion Maryland. Then perennial powerhouses battle as Michigan State meets Kentucky. Next Saturday on CBS.
Friday on CBS, gather the family for everyone's favorite holiday special, starting with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Then meet the new reindeer in town, Robbie. 2 fun-filled adventures. The fun is all right here, starting 8/7 Central on CBS. It is a first down for Breeze. Down the side he goes. Intercepted by Torrey James. The third interception thrown by Drew Breeze today. And he was whacked after he let it go. Just when it looked like the Charger offense was beginning to find their stride.
Well, Jerry Rice hasn't been hit this squarely in the numbers all day long by Rich Gannon. Trying to get the ball to Tim Dwight. Torrey James jumps underneath the route. That's just a floating pass. That's an example of not having exactly the bullet arm, trying to be a little too exact and not delivering it with the zip that needed to be delivered. Plenty of protection. He got the late crack down there at the ankles by Coleman, who's been the bane of his existence all day.
3 different defensive backs have made interceptions for the Raiders today. 1st and 10, Garner. He bounces outside, no place to run. Fisk was there along with a host of others. Marcellus Wiley, Junior Seau. Let's go to Jim Nance in our studios in New York.
All right, check out this update now on the Jets and the Broncos. New York takes the lead right here. Pennington to Coles. It's interference on the Broncos. Coles rolls in to give the Jets 16-13 lead. They're inside 10 minutes to go, and the Jets are driving. Let's go back to you guys.
Jim, thank you very much. Lavernius Coles is very close to a 1,000-yard receiving season. 2nd down and 13. Outside the 10. Gannon. That was held on to nicely out of the backfield by running back Charlie Gardner, who has an AFC high among running backs in terms of receptions. He's got 4 today and 77 for the season. All right, the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, you need to put mud over your lens to look at the AFC playoff picture because it's a little bit vague. It's going to be the wild card. You've got the top 2. This division, I think, could have 3 playoff teams because Denver's far from dead in New York.
Outside the 16, it's 3rd and 6 for Rich Gannon. Garner in the backfield with Richie. Again with time, and again right on the money to Jerry Rice in open field, and chased by Lyle, and chased by Harrison, and brought down at the 27-yard line. A 56-yard catch and run by Hall of Famer to be Jerry Rice.
Well, remember what I said about Rich Gannon hasn't hit Jerry Rice in stride in the numbers as well as Torrey James was just hit by Drew Brees? Well, I guess I got to take that back as Rich Gannon gets the perfect protection, a great execution, and Quentin Jammer just loses track of Jerry Rice trying to come underneath on that pass. The superlatives are run out. They're dry when you talk about Jerry Rice.
27-yard line, 1st and 10. The pitch out to Charlie Garner. Grabbed by Edwards and Molden and brought down. That is to the 26-yard line, a gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9.
You know, Donnie Edwards, too, is a ball player for the defense of San Diego that, you know, probably hasn't gotten the attention he deserves. Came here this year free agent-wise. Kansas City decided they weren't going to keep him. He comes here with a pickup. It's hard to decide if he's left a bigger hole in Kansas City or been a bigger plus here in San Diego. And is a guy that's long overdue for Pro Bowl recognition.
2nd and 9 from the 26. Sims with the block for Gannon. And they got Rice again wide open with a first down to the 14-yard line and grabbed by Ryan McNeil, a gain of 12.
Well, remember about how aggressive San Diego was being? Well, if you're going to be aggressive, stay on Jerry Rice. What in the heck is that? There's blown coverage and there's bad defense and there's what in the heck is that? And I guess that comes under what in the heck is that? I mean, there was nobody even close to him.
First half, Rice had 29. He's got 69 in the second half. He's now at the 14, 1st and 10.
He's like Tomlinson. He gets stronger as the game goes on.
Indeed, he does. Gannon being chased. Here comes Fisk. And he throws it away, wisely so. The elusive Rich Gannon will turn 37 later this month and playing as well as any quarterback his age has ever played in the game.
Hey, you don't think that guy isn't the leader of this Oakland Raider offense? You don't think he's learned a lot through the course of his career and how to get guys fired up?
Flag was down at about the 2-yard line.
Doing a little teaching there to Jerry Porter, the young wide receiver.
Holding. Defense, number 47. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's on McNeil.
And see, in this kind of offense, it almost makes you hold the receivers when the pocket breaks down and the quarterback moves, because Marty Schottenheimer knows that this offense and its receivers are so well schooled to react to the quarterback. And once they start reacting to the quarterback, things break down, defensive backs get nervous, and they have to hold just out of an instinct.
It's 1st and goal at the 9. Tyrone Wheatley is in the backfield with Ritchie. And that's Brown to the bottom of your screen. Tyrone Wheatley. And he pierces the 5 and is down to the 3 and a gain of 7. That was the epitome of hitting the hole hard and fast.
Well, New York had the old thunder and lightning with Dane and Barber years ago, or 3 or 4 years ago. How about this combination of Garner and Wheatley? He's got the kind of the shimmering hiccup kind of runner in Charlie Garner. It's such a great receiver, and Tyrone Wheatley, who's just a bludgeoning type of a runner.
Wheatley gained 1,000 2 years ago. The drive began back on the 13 for the Raiders after the interception. 2nd and goal at the 2. Wheatley again. And carves his way inside the 1. Lieber is there and Harrison on the defense for the San Diego Chargers. They usually bring in Crockett in a situation like that. Here he comes.
And this is something that the Oakland Raiders as a team and as an organization have always been good at. They know how to take advantage of mistakes. And they know how to finish off somebody when they get in a bad spot. And Bill Callahan doesn't like what he sees, and he wants his offense to give him a little time out.
Drew Brees has thrown 3 interceptions, including one that set up this Oakland drive.
Ever notice how many Ford trucks you see out there? Is it because they're so tough? Is it payload, horsepower, towing, their off-road capabilities, the Triton engines, lasting durability? Or is it all those things that have made Ford F-Series the best-selling truck for 25 straight years? Leadership has no boundaries when you're built Ford tough.
I told you this thing was awesome.
The world's first 60-inch plasma HD TV from Zenith. Epic experience, just 4 inches deep. From the high-definition authority, Zenith.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Heineken. It's all about the beer, Heineken. And by Zenith, the ultimate authority in high-definition TV. Digitize the experience.
With Randy Cross and Beasley Reese, Kevin Harlan at sold-out Qualcomm Stadium here in San Diego. Raiders have it 3rd and goal at the 1. Raiders just called a timeout. Crockett in the backfield, and he gets the call. And he plunges into the end zone for another Raider rushing touchdown.
Kevin, that's the 6th time this year Zach Crockett has carried the ball on 3rd and 1. The other 5 were first downs. That time he got the first yard and the touchdown. And this is all about the offensive line of the Oakland Raiders. Watch the push. Mo Collins, easy Richie inside with a lead block. Oh, that's just like the first touchdown. We're more physical than you. Get the heck out of the way.
Janikowski with the extra point. The 2nd rushing touchdown today by the Raiders, set up on a Drew Brees interception. The 30 is thrown today. Raiders on top 20-7.
Dennis, got a great deal for you. You sitting down? A potato chip ad, $1 million.
Not interested.
Dennis, I just talked to the chip people, and because you're you, they say $2 million.
What did I just say, Sam?
No, I know, right, sorry. I got them up to 2.5 mil, and there's no eating of the chips. You look at them.
For the last time, I don't do ads, all right?
No, and you shouldn't.
And that's final.
That I know, you're right.
Done.
Exactly. I'll tell them, maybe.
Buy any Olympus digital camera, and you'll get the most realistic digital images yet. And for a limited time, a $75 rebate on select Epson stylus photo printers. Go to olympus.com/promotions for details. Olympus, nothing's impossible.
I'm not exactly a small person. Never have been. There aren't many things made for someone like me. Not many things at all. The Black & Decker swivel drill is. It works in 5 different positions, so I don't have to. It's pretty cool for a little guy.
The swivel drill from Black & Decker.
The original and beat. Oh, we made us move our feet. Tito Puente. Like Dr. Pepper Puente. With the taste of originality. Salutes individuality. And gives life a personality. Be you. Do what you do. Be you. Dr. Pepper.
Every CSI agent has one case that sticks with them forever. For CSI Miami, this is it.
There's a device. If you move, it could blow.
CSI Miami, CBS Monday.
5 survivors remain, and they'll compete for the ultimate prize. Only 2 episodes left, so don't miss a minute.
The circus has come to town.
All new Survivor, CBS Thursday.
First place at stake in the AFC Western Division. Both Raiders and Chargers at 8-4. And 2nd rushing touchdown by Oakland. And the ensuing kickoff by Janikowski will drive Jenkins into the end zone. Chasing a bouncing ball to the 20-yard line with a touchback. Wednesday on CBS with only 2 amazing race episodes left. The team will jockey for position in one of the most exotic countries on the planet, Vietnam. Don't miss an all-new amazing race. That's Wednesday at 9, 8 Central on CBS, America's most watched network. Raider fan.
I'm not sure if he's in the race. I'm not sure if he's on the planet.
I don't think he knows either. How will the Chargers respond? The offense has thrown 3 interceptions today from the 21st and 10. The pitch to Tomlinson, a good block by Williams. Tomlinson turns the corner, meets Eric Barton after a gain of 6 at the 26-yard line.
Well, it's Eric Barton and Bill Romanowski doing a little rope job on the young runner out of TCU. But, you know, this is what San Diego does best. I know I've said it a lot today, but there's plenty of time in this ball game. There's 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. You got the whole 4th quarter. You're down by 13. Don't get out of what you are. Stay true to yourself. Don't be greedy.
But even you'd admit they've got to get a score here soon.
I think they've got to just do what they do well. The scores will come.
Second down, 4, 26-yard line. Breeze. Stephen Alexander raced out of bounds by Travian Smith. It's a gain of 7. It is a first down up to the 33.
But more importantly for Drew Brees and this offense, they need to get a rhythm going. They need to get a consistent drive together. They've gotten the ball 10 times today, and 6 of those 10 times they've been on their own 20. I mean, they haven't taken advantage of the last great field position they had. They got a touchdown the other time, but they need a consistent, rhythmic drive to get some confidence going for their next couple of possessions after this one.
Breeze today, 13 of 25 and 3 interceptions, no touchdowns. Second down and 4. Make it 1st and 10. And down he goes. John Perella. Losing 8 on the play.
And Rod Coleman, number 57, right there with the ex-Charger Perella. Inside the 2 defensive tackles, Perella, Coleman, and frankly, if I'm given a game ball right now for the Oakland Raiders, I know it's only about 3/4 old, but I'm not sure I don't give it to Rod Coleman. And the inside of that Raiders defense that has just stuffed the San Diego Chargers inside.
That's the first sack of the season for Perella. Second down and 18. Back at the 26. Breeze fires a pass, and it's caught. Eric Parker, the rookie free agent from Tennessee, is out to the 41. Picks up on the play 15 yards. He's got 5 catches today for 78 yards.
And it puts his quarterback, Drew Brees, in a very desirable 3rd down spot rather than 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 12. You're looking at 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3, there's something on the list for 3rd and 3.
Right. They can dial in something there.
Well, you can also get it with a run. I mean, you've got LaDainian Tomlinson, and Marty Schottenheimer knows this guy is good for just about anywhere on this football field.
3rd down and 3, but the 3rd quarter clock is showing 0, so we'll continue going into the 4th quarter. San Diego hoping to get some tempo, some rhythm to their offense, and move in on the Oakland Raiders. But 3 interceptions thrown by Drew Brees, who's resulted in 10 Oakland points. Raiders on top 20-7. We'll be back to San Diego after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Two faces in the news, a big city mayor who couldn't laugh his way out of trouble, and an actress who's put her troubles behind her. Tonight on 60 Minutes.
Catch TV's most watched drama, CSI, Thursday on CBS. It's all...
Come on, we got a show, people. We got a show.
The designers at Chrysler invite you to preview our holiday collection. A national event featuring our latest styles and designs, where you can get 0% financing on the sporty Sebring sedan, awarded the 5-star frontal crash test rating. Plus, get the added security of our 770 powertrain limited warranty. So consider this your invitation and see your Chrysler dealer today.
Morning.
Aren't you supposed to be gone now?
Traditionally, yeah. See, I wanted to get you a great wireless plan, but Centennial gives you so many options to choose from. How could I pick for you? You want free long distance, you want free nights and weekends, even got nationwide calling plans. Think about it. Let me know. I'm gonna get some more of these cookies.
For a limited time, get 330 anytime minutes and 100 bonus minutes each month. Plus, choose your 2 favorite options, all for just $29.99.
Oak Express is offering big savings on some big gift ideas during our Gift Ideas special purchase event. Choose from the largest selection of dining chairs starting at $47, or this jewelry armoire for only $128. Plus, now through Christmas Eve, get 18 months no interest at Oak Express.
Bedroom Expressions is offering no interest for 18 months until Christmas. Plus, get a great deal on a sleigh bed. This 5-piece group is only $13.99. Or get the Shaker-style room group for just $12.59. Sleep better and get no interest for 18 months. Right now at Bedroom Expressions.
Scores, highlights, and all the action. News 3 Sports.
Raiders have scored twice on the ground, twice with field goals from Janikowski, 3 Drew Brees interceptions. 20-7 is the score as we start the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 3. Outside the 40-yard line for Brees in his offense. Tomlinson will go on a route. Pass outside, incomplete, looking for Josh Norman. And the Chargers have got a punt. That's the last thing they wanted to do on that particular drive.
Well, and they were going after Torrey James, and Torrey James had himself set up in almost the exact type of physical position on the receiver as he was on his last interception, set up inside and ready to just pick that thing off.
Tim Brown is back at about the 20-yard line, and Darren Bennett will punt once again. As dusk is descending here in Southern California. Brown, fair caught on the fly at the 24. That's a 36-yard punt. And we've got a timeout.
Somewhere in the Acura TL Type S.
If you think all batteries are the same, consider this. When monitoring a patient after open heart surgery, the brand of battery hospitals trust most is Duracell. Duracell, trusted everywhere. Still think all batteries are the same? Consider this. When IMAX needed power for their camera, they trusted Duracell. Up there or down here on Earth. Duracell, trusted everywhere.
What is it? It's a UBA. The UBA? Universal Business Adapter. What's it do? It connects anything to everything. What's this for? Your laptop, your mainframe, call center, Unix servers, Linux servers, internet, supply chain, payroll system, HR, email. Slick.
Is it affordable? Fast?
Easy. Very. Does it work in Europe? You need an adapter.
Monday, Ray's found the perfect present for his mom.
I can't look at them.
It's the gift that keeps on giving, grief.
Well, you ruined that old crow's birthday.
Then, when these sports fans hit their first opera, it's a night they'll never forget.
Get big fat.
An all-new Still Standing right after an all-new Raymond, CBS Monday.
Whenever the Goodyear blimp is hovering above a game with its camera focused on an event, you know you're going to get a unique view. And overhead is the Goodyear blimp Spirit of America, based in Carson, California. With Randy Cross and Beasley Reese, Kevin Harlan. It's 1st and 10, and outside, Rich Gannon goes to Jerry Porter, breaking one tackle. And he was brought down from behind by Junior Seau. It's a 13-yard gain, a first down for the Raiders up to their 37.
Jerry Porter described himself as probably the luckiest young wide receiver in the NFL. And, you know, who cares if he's the other Jerry? Because the other Jerry is the Jerry. You know, but this guy's becoming the big play receiver. Look at 8 touchdown receptions. And it's nothing on those stats that isn't going to grow dramatically over the next couple of years. Because this guy is the whole package at wide receiver.
Gannon has thrown for 271 yards. He's at his 36, and he's got a 1st and 10. Charlie Garner tripped up again by Seau, 2 consecutive tackles. Penalties today, which were such a factor for the Raiders. Only 6. San Diego, 7 on the afternoon.
The reality of the situation here, really, for the San Diego Chargers, Kevin, is very simple. The Chargers defense has to do what the Charger offense can't do. Chargers defense has to find a way to get a turnover. They've got to find a way to either score points or give the ball back to their offense in such a position that they can't help but score points.
Let me add, the Raiders have not been penalized once in the second half. 2nd down and 8 from the 39. Is he changing the play, Randy?
He does every play almost.
Quickly outside he goes to Rice. Grabbed by McNeil, and he should have enough for a first down. Let's see where they mark it. They had to get just outside the 46-yard line.
So much of that quarterback action at the line of scrimmage these days is kind of overrated. You know, the media is really in love with Peyton Manning and the fact that he gets to the line of scrimmage and he wiggles his hands and nods his heads and give him the old Three Stooges, you know, and all that other stuff. And you know, it's all pretty much window dressing for the most part. Rich Gannon is a quarterback that makes all the changes in this offense. They go to the line with a run right, a pass left, or two different passes. He calls the difference on the line of scrimmage, and his receivers like Jerry Rice know when to cut the route off and where the ball's going to be.
And I assume also added on to that, the motion that he sends his receivers and running backs in that gives him a little sequence of what the defense might do.
Well, you've got to have a pretty good head on your shoulders to play in this Oakland offense, because he doesn't do a lot of that directing of traffic, you know, the conducting, if you will, that Peyton Manning does. The running backs have to know where they're supposed to be. The wide receivers have to know where they're supposed to be, and they've got to know their motion. Of course, you've seen a little leadership out of Rich Gannon today. If they forget, he will point out to them that they're not right.
Rice has over 100 yards, 104 to be exact. 73rd career game of 100 yards or more receiving. Crockett in the backfield. 3rd and inches. Zach Crockett pile drives his way for a first down to the 48.
And now that's 7 times Zach Crockett has handled the ball in 3rd and 1 or less, and he's money. That offensive line knows that Zach Crockett out of FSU is going to be about 3 feet off the ground and just coming. So your choices are to let him come and hit you in the back, or you make the block and get the heck out of the way.
It is a nice luxury in this era of salary caps and everything else to have a guy that has got such a specialized role.
Well, in this area of salary cap, how many role players do the Raiders have? All their roster seems to be a role player.
Wheatley in the backfield now, 1st and 10 from the 48. The fake to Tyrone Wheatley, and Jolly will get the pass. The tight end galloping down the side with the first down run. Lieber got him, hit by Donnie Edwards. And the rookie out of BYU picks up 15 yards in what has been a career day for him. 5 catches and 86 yards.
You want to talk about a below-the-radar performance. You know, Doug Jolly has just quietly in the last month and a half started padding his own stats, and it's all sort of culminated in what he's getting to do today. They're concentrating so much on the outside weapons that Doug Jolly is just sort of there for Rich Gannon to dump the ball to, and then he's running after the ball like a wide receiver.
Wheatley stays in the backfield. Brown is on the move from the 37. Gannon 1st and 10. Tyrone Wheatley with the Middleton block, and he hurdles his way into the grasp of Quentin Jammer, picking up 5 to the 32. Let's go to New York and Jim Nance.
All right, thank you there, Kev. With the Broncos down 6, Brian Greasy looking near the end zone, and he is picked by John McGraw, the rookie, at the 1-yard line. Jets have 2nd down with 1:16 left. Broncos out of timeouts. Back to you.
And interestingly enough, Jim, in the 2 previous meetings where Greasy has taken on the Jets defense, he's had a passer rating of 101. Looks like he's struggling a bit there. 2nd down and 5 from the 32. Garner back in and offers a block. And Gannon rifles to the side, but it's low and uncatchable for Brown. Incomplete. 3rd and 5 now coming up.
Yeah, we talked about, or I talked about Rich Gannon pointing out to people when they make mistakes. Well, he's got to point out to himself right there, because he had Tim Brown absolutely wide open on that play in a matchup with a linebacker, Zeke Marino.
Another big defensive play coming up for the Chargers as the Raiders continue to chip their way downfield. This drive began back at the Oakland 24. Now at the San Diego 32, 3rd down and 5. He's emptied the backfield, so he's going to the air and across the middle. He's got Rice for another first down. To the 23, working on Ryan McNeil. It's a gain on the play of about 10 as Rice gets another first down for his offense.
You can take a clip package every week of Jerry Rice and teach receivers what they're supposed to do. Find a hole in the defense, be patient, and present your numbers to the quarterback. That was all of the above.
He's got 7 catches today.
7 catches on 3rd down. 3 on 3rd down, I should say.
Raiders keep on rolling to the 23 of the San Diego Chargers, eating up the clock. 5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Gannon outside to Wheatley. Stiff arms his way into Jammer and then is forced out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 8, setting up 2nd down and 2 at the Charger 15. And now Gannon at 310 yards. And he now becomes the only quarterback in NFL history to have 10 300-yard passing games in one season. And we welcome those of you watching the Jets in Denver. It's 2nd down and 2. Raiders at the Charger 15. Wheatley breaking one tackle, then grabbed from behind by Donnie Edwards and lassoed there after a gain of 1. And moments ago, our audience that's joining us from the East Coast, Rich Gannon threw a completed pass which put him over 300 yards passing today, which makes him the only quarterback in NFL history to record 10 300-yard passing games in one season.
Hey, you know, it's a guy that came into the league as a running quarterback. He's not mentioned with the great passing quarterbacks that have been in the game while he has. And, you know, frankly, I get the impression he's got a chip on his shoulder about the size of Costa Rica about the whole thing. But you know what? I think that's what burns him. I think that's what really inspires Rich Gannon, is that he hasn't gotten the credit he deserves. And this year, what he's done is irrefutable. I mean, you can't ignore Rich Gannon anymore because he's no longer a running quarterback. He's going to be probably the most prolific one-season quarterback in the history of this game.
He'll be 37 later this month. Has anyone ever played the position at that age any better?
No. I mean, he's at an age right now where most everybody else is heading down towards the bottom of the pool. And right now, he's just sort of still skimming on top of the water.
He's got a 3rd and 1 coming up right now. The 11th play upcoming in this drive, which is run 62 yards, began back at the Raider 24.
In boxing, this is called finishing off an opponent.
From the San Diego 14, Zach Crockett again plunges for the 1st down. He's at the 10, and the Raiders will move the chains. Here's how it's happened today. Oakland got on the board after a 65-yard kickoff return to open the game. A 4-yard touchdown run by Charlie Garner. And then after a 51-yard field goal by Janikowski, that touchdown run by Tomlinson, 10-7 Oakland. Janikowski with another field goal, 13-7 Oakland. And then moments ago was Zach Crockett on a 1-yard touchdown plunge, 20-7. That's where we stand right now. Randy Cross and Beasley Reese, Kevin Harlan, sold out Qualcomm Stadium here in San Diego. 1st and 10, and Tyrone Wheatley runs right into Lyle. Gain of a couple, and it is 2nd down. Chargers and Raiders tied for 1st place in the AFC West coming into today. For those of you expecting to see 60 minutes, you're watching the NFL on CBS in the game between the Chargers and Raiders. I'm Kevin Harlan with Randy Cross and Beasley Reese. 60 minutes will be seen in its entirety immediately following the game, except in the Pacific time zone, where it'll be seen at its normally scheduled time.
What you've seen is the Raiders performing like champions and finishing an opponent off right now.
Wheatley in the backfield on 2nd down and 8. Good time with the good block coming from the side, and Lincoln Kennedy that afforded Gannon a chance to survey, and incomplete. A flag has been thrown on the play. Raiders have held the ball 7 minutes on this drive. This one is against the San Diego Chargers. Somewhat surprising, San Diego has more penalties than the Raiders this afternoon.
They've out-Raided the Raiders when it comes to penalties today, and that's why they're in the predicament they are.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, helmet-to-helmet blow at the distance, 1st down.
Oakland Raiders at 8-4, San Diego Chargers at 8-4. The winner of this game in 1st place in the AFC West. And you think maybe 3 teams could come out of this division and make the playoffs?
Well, obviously it's all predicated on Denver in New York today doing something and finding a way to overcome the Jets. But this is the best division, I think, in the game. And right now the Oakland Raiders are the best team in the game.
It's 1st and goal. Wheatley in the backfield with Ritchie. They got Porter on the move, and Wheatley gets the call. Weaving his way and then driving into the end zone for another Oakland Raider rushing touchdown, the 3rd today.
This is what Marty Schottenheimer has always done well as a football coach, is finish off opponents. And he's watching Rich Gannon and the Oakland Raiders put a little Marty ball on his Marty Schottenheimer San Diego Chargers. Just physically, when they got the ball with about 14 minutes to go, drive the ball down the field and shove it down the Chargers' throat.
The Janikowski extra point makes it a 27-7 Oakland Raider lead. And 1st place is looking a little bit more clear now for the Oakland Raiders as Wheatley becomes becomes the third different Raider to score a touchdown on the ground.
I love playing two-hand touch, eating way too much, watching my team win with the Twins. I love quarterbacks eating dirt, pom-poms and short skirts, fans who won't quit, and those Twins. And I love them too! Here's the football!
Look, Roy, Jimmy's emailed us pictures from camp.
Way to go, Jimmy. That's my boy.
Hey, it's a picture from Jimmy.
Dude, we have to go to camp next year.
Looking for more expressive email? Introducing MSN 8. It's our best version of MSN yet with more exciting email. Switching is easy, and if you call now, you get 2 months free when you sign up. Find out why it's better with the butterfly. Call 866-TRY MSN 8 today.
Behind them is the shortcut they'd heard about that supposedly went around the highway that's always backed up. Ahead of them is that highway. But right now, life is perfect, thanks to an empty road, a full tank, and the available voice-activated navigation system of a 260 horsepower Acura MDX.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Acura and the 260 horsepower TL Type S. New MSN 8. It's better with the butterfly. MSN 8. More useful every day. And by Coors Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Cold down easy.
A lot of Raider fans here at Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego. Moments ago, a third rushing touchdown, 13 plays, 7.5 minutes on the clock. And the ensuing kickoff by Janikowski. It's Ronnie Jenkins taking it about a yard deep in the end zone. He led the NFL in kickoff returns last year, and he's off to the races, grabbed by Johnson, and Janikowski was there as insurance. Knocked out of bounds at the Raider 46, a 56-yard return.
Over 200 ways to become an army of one. Log on to GoArmy.com.
I have an apology to make for knitting you a present rather than buying something you'd enjoy. I thought each present was a little piece of me, a person who, I'm now told, isn't very good at knitting. I'm sorry. This year, I'm shopping at Staples. You should, too. They have the exciting technology gifts everyone wants. And this month, you can get free delivery from Staples.com. But you can't get a macrame mouse pad.
Holiday shopping? Done at Staples.
Whoa! Hey, stop the music. Guys, everyone stop. We don't need all this. Kias are already a great value, so we got good deals on top of good deals here. Like $2,000 cash back on a Spectra and $1,000 cash back on Rio. Plus our 10-year warranty. What is that?
It's a sales monkey.
Kia is simply a good deal sales event through January 2nd.
From Hallmark Hall of Fame, one locket holds the mystery to one woman's past and one couple's future. Vanessa Redgrave, The Locket, CBS Tonight.
CBS Friday, meet the new reindeer in town, Robbie, starring the voices of Ben Stiller, Britney Spears, Brad Garrett, and more. Robbie the Reindeer, after Rudolph, CBS Friday.
The Oakland Raiders have scored 17 unanswered points, and they lead it 27-7.
That's what you call a marine layer.
Yeah.
Gosh, is that beautiful.
As dusk descends on Southern California, the Chargers, after a 56-yard return on the kickoff, long by the Chargers this year, have a first down and 10. They dump it off to Tomlinson, a sensational running back. And he's down to the 40, and he picks up 6, setting up 2nd down and 4. Chargers have 2 timeouts. Raiders have a couple as well. 2nd down and 4 from the Raider 40.
And this keeps the Raiders in base personnel for Drew Brees' offense,
which he wants. And Brees to the side to his tight end, Steven Alexander, grabbed by Romanowski and very close to a 1st down. In fact, he may have nudged the ball for a 1st down. He did near the 35. Don't forget, 60 Minutes is coming up next, except on the West Coast, where it will be seen in its normally scheduled time. 1st down and 10, just outside the Raider 35. Brees, nice time, good block by Garner. Outside again to the tight end Alexander. Cracks his way into Garrett Gibson. A flag has been thrown back at the 45.
You know, Kevin, I know it's a long way down the road here in the end of January, but how fantastic for this league would it be if we had Tampa Bay, the best team in the NFC, play the Raiders in the Super Bowl after the whole Gruden, Callahan, Al Davis. Man, it'd be the fitting way to end this season.
It would be, because it's been that kind of year. So many turns and twists and roller coaster rides, you're just holding on for dear life. And exemplified by today's Houston win at Pittsburgh. My goodness.
Holding. Offense, number 79. Personal foul. Defense.
Just pick a number, Dick.
57. Those penalties are offset. Repeat, 1st down.
Dick Antek has refereed a Super Bowl and 3 conference championships. He is as good as there is in the NFL. There's Sammy Williams taking the place of the injured Vaughn Parker today at that right tackle.
And as a unit, I think this offensive line of the San Diego Chargers has to slap this tape in tomorrow and take a look at it for what it is. I think it's legitimately a pretty good butt whipping by the front 7 of the Oakland defense. They have taken it to the San Diego offense.
At the 36, 1st and 10. And Brees throws a dart to Dwight. Grabbed by Rod Woodson. Corralled at about the 22-yard line. Picks up a 1st down and 14 yards on the run. Flag is down again at the 29.
Personal foul. Defense, number 91. Will penalize from the end of the run. 1st down.
It's Reagan Upshaw.
Reagan Upshaw definitely losing his cool a little. There's Reagan Upshaw. Check him out. Remember, he got fined earlier by the Raiders for a confrontation with a coach that was reported by Jay Gozer of the NFL Today a couple weeks ago. And here's another confrontation going on right now with Upshaw and the head man, Bill Callahan.
And he's been injured, as Upshaw has just come back on the active roster.
He's going to be on the exercise bike for about 2 weeks if he's not careful. Free.
They're outside the 10, so it is 1st and 10. For San Diego, Drew Brees has thrown 3 crucial interceptions today. That's hurt the offense, obviously. That's batted down by Chris Cooper. Incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Right up in his face. And we talked to Brees on Friday. He is not a very tall guy to begin with.
No, and I tell you what, Drew Brees is a good quarterback. Tomlinson's a good running back. This Raider defense, though, they've caught the A game. You know, sometimes, Tiger Woods says, I don't have the A game. Well, the Oakland Raider defense brought their Tiger game today, because they have been aggressive as we've seen them all year long, and it's been sort of the missing ingredient. Everybody wants to talk about the Oakland offense. The question's been the defense. No question today.
2nd down and 10 outside the 10. Draw play handoff to Tomlinson. Stuffed and grabbed on the play by Eric Barton, who began the game with a series of great defensive plays, and looks like he's finishing the same way he started.
Well, it's been Barton. It's been Romanowski. It's been Coleman. It's been interceptions by Shaw, interceptions by James. It's been the total package from Chuck Bresnahan's defense.
At the 9, 3rd and 8, and Brees looking for his 2nd option. Chased by Barton, chased by Perella. And zeroing in is Dorsett. He knocks him out of bounds after a gain of 2. In fact, they're going to let the clock continue to roll, and it's going to go under 5. They're at the Raiders 7.
If I had to pick one play out of the second half that was sort of the play in this game, I think it was that 4th and 1 that San Diego ran against Callahan's defense, where they ran wide with LaDainian Tomlinson, and Dorsett came up and made that big hit and stopped him. They had momentum. They had a drive. The game was close. And the defense of the Raiders took away their hope and then took it and put it out of reach.
4th and 6 at the Oakland 7. Breeze deflected. Ricochet is incomplete. Raiders will take over on downs. The defense has done it all day, and they do it again.
Only fitting that we end on a downs, 4th and out. Good job.
Welcome to the kingdom.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No.
Simpsons Talking Watches, now only at Burger King. Just $2.39 each with the purchase of any value meal.
Cool your jets, man.
Burger. Collect all 4. And our big double cheeseburger is just 99 cents. With 2 slices of melted cheese and 2 juicy flame-broiled patties. More beef than a Big and Tasty. Hurry, offers end soon.
Sorry.
It's okay. Stop! Tim here is on his first date, and his family has some advice. With T-Mobile, families can talk all they want. Oh.
Hello?
Let her win.
Hello?
Tell her she smells nice.
Hello?
Does she come from money?
Hello?
Does she have a sister?
Wrong number.
Families talk free. Additional lines just $10. Only from T-Mobile.
Get more.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the Home Depot, driving down the cost of home improvement. And by the United States Army, an army of one.
First place at stake in the AFC Western Division with this winner today, 8-4 Oakland, 8-4 San Diego. If the defense stops San Diego on downs from the 7, 1st and 10, and Wheatley is devoured by Sayal. No gain. Tonight on CBS, after football, on 60 Minutes, 2 faces in the news. A big city mayor who couldn't laugh his way out of trouble, and an actress who's put her troubles behind her. It's tonight on 60 Minutes. Then it's 60 Minutes of comedy with Becker and the King of Queens, followed by the Hallmark Hall of Fame's The Locket, starring Oscar winner Vanessa Redgrave. It's all here tonight on CBS.
Kevin, you want a formula for success? You run 62 plays as the Raiders have. 40 of them have been in San Diego's territory.
Pretty good equation. 2nd down, 11. Back at the 6. Chargers have 2 timeouts. Oakland has 2 timeouts. Raiders on the move.
Letting that clock run.
Middleton with the block for Wheatley. He finds a gap, fumbles the ball, and it's loose inside the 15. And they'll unravel the pile at the 12.
I think a Charger was on it initially, but now it's a dog pile. Anybody could have it. It's a dog pile. Don't you remember Bill Cosby's old game, Buck Buck?
That's right.
That's what it was, the dog pile. You got done, everybody fell down. It was...
Raiders keep it, they retain it. The difference now at this stage of the game, with John Gruden coaching the team and Bill Callahan coaching the team.
Well, you both will finish you off. You know, you see the fumble by Wheatley, the ball's ripped out, and that's what a defense's goal is at this point. That's why you should have 2 arms on the ball, 2 hands on the ball. The difference between Bill Callahan and John Gruden is, though, Gruden would run it out. Bill Callahan takes kind of the never hit a man when he's down, kick him, it's easier. I mean, they'll open it up sometimes when you expect him just to be running it.
San Diego just burned their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 left. NFL.com poll question. Who would you pick as the 2002 NFL MVP? Some pretty good names. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's either Favre, especially if he wins tonight, or Rich Gannon.
If you've been paying attention over the last couple months, it's that guy right there, Rich Gannon, number 12 of the Oakland Raiders. Brett Favre, you know, God bless him, wonderful year, playing a little bit hurt. This quarterback is having the kind of game and putting up the kind of numbers that MVPs dream about. I played with a guy that won a few MVPs, and, you know, Joe Montana never put up the numbers that Rich Gannon's putting up.
Gannon has already set an all-time record today in a single season with 10 300-yard passing games, and he came into today #1 in the league in attempts, #1 in the league in completions, #1 in the league in yards per game. Second-rated quarterback in the NFL. 3rd and 5, and the Raiders have converted their last 5 third downs from the 13. Good time for Gannon, and he does it again to Doug Jolly, the rookie tight end, who works on Harrison. They get the first down. He is up to the 32, an 18-yard gain, and Jolly has had a spectacular day with over 100 yards receiving on 6 receptions.
Hey, just about the time you figure, well, they're just going to do little safe things and just run the ball. The Raiders open it up a little bit and hit their secret weapon for the day. Mark it down, December 8th, 2002 was Doug Jolly Day in the Oakland offense.
The Jolly Roger for the Raiders.
Yeah, I can't believe you said that.
By the way, if you want to vote
over 100 yards, though,
for your MVP, cast your vote at NFL.com. 1st and 10, 31-yard line. Wheatley in the backfield, and he gets the handoff with Donnie Edwards smothering him at 32 and a gain of about a yard. 2nd down and 9. Well, the Raiders lost in overtime in Oakland earlier this season to San Diego. So now these two teams are tied with the win apiece against each other, but the Raiders, if they go on to win, and San Diego just burned their last time out, Raiders would go to 9-4. San Diego would drop to 8-5. And don't forget, 60 Minutes is coming up next, except on the West Coast, where it will be seen at its normally scheduled time.
Hey, you talk about a tough decision, like how do you pick an MVP in this league? I got another tough one for you.
Yeah.
How do you pick Coach of the Year? You know, is it John Gruden with what the job he's done with Tampa? Is it Tony Dungy and the job he's done in Indy? Is it Bill Callahan and the job he's done with these Oakland Raiders?
Marty Schottenheimer.
Marty Schottenheimer.
Mike Sherman at Green Bay.
The below-the-radar guy. Tom Coughlin fighting the salary cap in Jacksonville. You know, Brian Billick in Baltimore winning with less than stellar talent, or at least being close to 500 with less than stellar talent.
It was tough last year, as I recall, and it's going to be difficult this year to vote for a Coach of the Year.
But Bill Callahan's Oakland Raiders will make a heck of a bid for him in that category over the next 3 weeks when they finish this season off, if they finish 12-4 and with home field advantage.
They've got Garner in the backfield. 2nd down, long 8 from the 32. San Diego out of timeouts, and outside it goes to Charlie Garner, trying to stay in bounds. Coughed up the ball. It was down, they say, at the 40-yard line. By the way, that last graphic we showed you of the standings did include the win today for the Raiders.
And more importantly, too, look at what they have coming up. You know, a nice weather game here today in San Diego. Where do they go? Then they go to Miami. Pretty nice weather there. They have to worry about the cold at home in Oakland against Denver or at home against Kansas City. So it's tough scheduling-wise, but Bill Callahan's football team has got the best thing going for them. They've got the weather, and they've got 2 games at home to finish the year. And I don't know too many people that want to come to the black hole come playoff time if he gets home field advantage.
Crockett in the backfield on 3rd and 1. Broke a tackle initially of Adrian Dingle and then slides his way close to a first down. But I think perhaps even shy as we're going to tick our way down to the 2-minute warning. Now he has made speaking of Crockett, he has made every 3rd and 1 this year and converted that to a first down. Let's see, it's going to be short. So it'll be 4th and more than a yard when we come back. At the 2-minute warning, Raiders in control.
For over 8 years, DirecTV has brought America the best in television entertainment. And our customers have shown their appreciation in many unique ways. We simply figured it was an emotion they couldn't put into words. Until now. DirecTV, ranked #1 in customer satisfaction among satellite and cable subscribers by J.D. Power and Associates. Get a 2-room DirecTV system with installation for under $50.
I'm a pony, a dollhouse, a 7/4-inch, 13-inch circular Star Wars case.
The Home Depot has the gifts people really want, like this Ryobi 12-volt cordless drill with hand vac. Or this Dremel Multi-Pro Kit, your choice, just $59.97. Or give them a Home Depot or Expo gift card. They're convenient, guaranteed to fit, and available in any amount. Home Depot, your holiday workshop.
The Navigator handsaw from Black & Decker.
It's a deal worth a double take. It's Applebee's new Take Two. Choose two from 4 delicious entrees to make one mouth-watering plate. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
These are the last 5 survivors. Loyalty kept them together, but things are about to change. They'll compete against each other.
Ready, go!
For the ultimate survivor prize. Only 2 episodes left.
I'm definitely playing both sides of the fence.
She owes me, and she knows it.
So don't miss a minute.
Here we go again. The circus has come to town.
All new Survivor, CBS Thursday.
After football and tonight on CBS, 60 Minutes, Becker, the King of Queens, and the Hallmark Hall of Fame movie, The Locket, with Vanessa Redgrave. All coming up. You're on CBS, America's most watched network. Shane Leckler to punt. San Diego's out of timeouts, and they're down 27-7. Tim Dwight back and watches that ball sail out of bounds in front of him. Well, the Chargers will play at Buffalo, at Kansas City, and Seattle coming up with their remaining games. And Randy, they'll fall to 8-5 after this afternoon. Where do you see Marty Schottenheimer's team after today?
I see Marty Schottenheimer's team being what they were coming in here. Sort of a reflection of Marty Schottenheimer, a tough, physical football team that uncharacteristically for Marty today made the mistakes that hurt him. They got flustered, I think, offensively. And defensively, they just did almost a good enough job against Rich Gannon in the Oakland Raider offense. But at the times that they needed to stop him, they didn't.
Breeze on 1st and 10 goes outside where it's caught by Eric Parker. That's a gain of 9, setting up 2nd down and 1. Let's send you to our studios in New York and Jim Nance.
All right, this defies any common sense at all. The Saints have given up at least 20 every game this year, but they're 9-4. Today they ride the deuce over 100, 3 touchdowns as they defeat the Ravens 37-25. Let's go back to you, Kevin and Randy.
All right, Jim, thank you.
I know Jim in the pick segment had Baltimore today. I guess Deuce and the gang kind of ruined those plans.
2nd down and 1. And Breeze goes to Jesse Chapman, his first catch today. His first reception as an NFL player, the rookie free agent out of Eastern Washington. Picks up 25 yards, and he races to the Raider 38-yard line. Jesse Chapman led the NFL in rushing in the preseason, made this roster as a rookie free agent at all 5'8". Tomlinson is out. 1st down and 10, across the middle, dropped by Tim Dwight on a crossing pattern at the 32. Tomlinson today with 57 yards rushing, and he became the single-season rushing leader in the history of the San Diego Chargers, going by Natrone Means earlier in the game.
And last year, when the Raiders came to San Diego, they found a way to stop LaDainian Tomlinson. 49 yards last year and 57 this year. But it's he's the way they go. If you get that running game going and you're able to play clock ball, you're able to keep it away from the other offense, you're playing San Diego Charger football.
38-yard line, 2nd down and 10. Outside, Breeze with a pass. Nice catch outside by Eric Parker again, picking up 9 inside the Raider 30. Don't forget 60 Minutes coming up, except on the West Coast, where it'll be seen at its normally scheduled time. 3rd and 1 inside the 30. Breeze throwing 3 interceptions today. Did a lot to hurt the Chargers. And across the middle, they've got receiver Tim Dwight, who's got the 1st down to the Raider 19-yard line. Brought down by linebacker Eric Barton, and a gain of 10.
Like we mentioned earlier, I mean, it had been a while since the Chargers played in a big December game, and really the poise and experience showed today. The Raiders had the poise and experience, and very clearly the Chargers did not.
Chargers out of timeouts. Here's Breeze moving up, throwing, caught by Chapman, and head over heels inside the 5. Gain of 15 yards. They'll mark him at the 4, where it's 1st and goal for the Chargers. Again, they can't stop the clock. As you see, Breeze assemble his team at the line and quickly spike it. 15 seconds to play. The executive producers of the NFL on CBS are Sean McManus and Tony Petiti. Today's game produced by Bob Mansbach, directed by Steve Milton. The coordinating producer of CBS Sports is Harold Bryant. The associate director of today's game is Jeffrey St. Armand, and the broadcast associate Jason Headings. Technical manager Dean Walker. Special thanks in audio to Kevin Little. And our statistician today, Pat McGrath. Second and goal at the 4. Chapman remains in the backfield. And Breeze trying to gun one inside, and Woodson knocks it away. Third and goal coming up.
Well, if there's one guy in this Raiders defense you don't want to put a ball like that in front of, history would tell you it'd be Rod Woodson, because he's not going to knock most of those down. Most of those he's going to catch. And he's thinking, let's go the other way. He's just trying to tip that up and saying, let's see, I've had a 99-yarder this year. How about a 98 to go with it?
Charles Woodson did not play today. Hurt his ankle late in the Jet game last week, and so he was in civvies on the sideline. Third and goal at the 4. Breeze to the end zone. Deflected, incomplete, and Travion Smith had that ball ricochet off of him as he was defending in the end zone. 7 seconds to play.
Yeah, well, we've talked already about the job that Bill Callahan and his defense have done today. Chuck Bresnahan there, the defensive coordinator. Coaches like this don't get enough credit at times, and we spend a lot of time talking about on the field, but with depleted defensive backs, a blitz package, a coverage package, a lot of veterans like Bill Romanowski.
Personal foul. Defense, unnecessary roughness, number 95. Penalize half the distance to the goal. First down.
That's Sam Adams. Chuck Bresnahan's dad was a longtime coach with the Buffalo Bills.
Well, he got the right genes.
Yes, he did. His dad was an offensive coach.
Well, it happens in a lot of good families.
There's got to be something in there.
No, every once in a while that defense creeps in, you know? It's kind of like, you know, left-handed people.
And remaining moments, turning it a little bit ugly with the Raiders trying to get these final 7 seconds over with. First and goal at the 2. From the 3, Breeze. And trying to go inside, incomplete. Looking for Dwight. Clock at a second left in the game. So the Raiders are in first place in the AFC West. San Diego is in second. Watch out for the Kansas City Chiefs. Another convincing, gigantic win today. Last week they shut out Arizona. Today they drill the St. Louis Rams in Kansas City.
And we talked about how many teams go to the playoffs out of the AFC West earlier. Kansas City will go a long way towards deciding that.
Yes.
Because they have nothing left but AFC West opponents.
Second and goal at the 2. Final play. Pitch to Chapman. He does not get in. Derek Gibson was there to make the stop. And that closes the door on the Raiders and Chargers today. And the Oakland Raiders are in first place by themselves in the AFC West. For Randy Cross and Beasley Reese, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long from San Diego, where the final score, Raiders 27, Chargers 7. Tonight on CBS at 60 Minutes, followed by Becker and the King of Queens. Finish the Hallmark Hall of Fame, The Locket, starring Vanessa Redgrave. You've been watching the National Football League on CBS.
He's not my boyfriend.
This holiday season, get over to KFC and get amazing values on America's favorite chicken.
Ballet!
Bye!
Skating!
Later.
Ball!
See ya!
Football!
For limited time, get 45% more popcorn chicken free when you get an individual size for just $1.99. Perfect for on the go. Or get a 10-piece bucket of original recipe or extra crispy to eat at home for an unbelievable $7.99. So whichever one you choose, KFC's got great values for you.
In your eyes, she's the most beautiful girl in the world. In her eyes, she's the luckiest. The 5-carat diamond bracelet for $9.99. Exclusively at Zales, the diamond store.
With an Olympus digital camera, nothing's impossible.
And now the Gateway highlight of the day. In the Cleveland-Jacksonville game, it came down to the last play. Tim Couch's Hail Mary pass found its way into the arms of Quincy Morgan for a 50-yard touchdown. The officials upheld the play after review, and Phil Dawson's extra point gave the Browns the 21-20 victory. Brought to you by Gateway, a better way. CBS Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
Five survivors remain and only 2 episodes to go. All new Survivor, CBS Thursday.
I never